All right, we're just gonna get started. No music. I just wanna get this done today. No music at all. I just want to get this done. I hate hearing my own voice. I hate that. How do you guys listen to me? It's actually shocking. I'll never understand that. Let's say hello to some people in chat. Hello, Zach. Hello, X. Hello, Reese. By the way, Reese, Reese in the chat for completely mogging Brianna Wu. I give you full credit for that. Massive W on your end. That was amazing. That was amazing, Reese. Reese in chat. They killed it. They definitely killed it. Hello, people. Hello. People are going to be funneling in. I'll just get everything started. Say hello to some people. Of course, Reese. Of course. What, you think you're not going to get a W out of that? You mogged Brianna Wu. Which, normally I'd be like, it's not very hard to mog Brianna Wu. But come on. Come on. She was snaking around the entire time up until she got pressured. Up until she got pressured by everyone to start subtly disavowing Kefflas. We're not going into that just yet because there's so many other things that happened after the live stream, which I hope you guys watched, that we did on the Muta Kefflas video. We also have a bunch of information that has happened recently with r/YouTube drama, my favorite place on planet Earth. We also have an entire comprehensive Twitter thread made by somebody who seems to be in Kefflas' camp, or at least like a part of that community, that has actually gone through and proved all the things that Muta did, and it's on their side of the fence. So she's just getting screwed on all sides. All sides. Vito is defending Kefflas. Why am I not shocked by that? I don't know if that's true. I don't want to slander Vito, but I'm not shocked. Did you see that Nerd City was fighting with r/YouTube drama? Are you kidding me? Are you joking? Can you please send that to me? Smaggle? I need that. I need that in my life. Like, I have no problem. I have no, beef with Nerd City. He's just really, really cringe lately. It's just getting worse by the day. But, I didn't know he was beefing with the r/YouTube drama subreddit. That's incredible. I love that crap. But we need to go over a bunch of things, okay? We need to get right into it. Because, realistically, this is an important thread that's been put together by somebody named Star Oxvia, Sun Cult Priestess. I hate all of these people. I hate all their names. I hate everybody involved. I have no respect for any of these. Oh my god. Oh my god. What I'm going to change that to the thumbnail. I'm going to snag that real quick. Oh my god. That is haunting. That is profusely haunting. I'm going to change the thumbnail to that. That's crazy. That's a crazy thumbnail. That's a crazy thumbnail. Rip Worm, yes. Just a worm. I hope you're out there, bro. I hope you're still around, even though you're probably not saying nothing. I hope you're okay. If you ever need any help disappearing, please let us know. I know some people that can help. So please, please, please reach out, bro. We hope you're okay. We hope you're okay. That makes zero sense because Tips have been killed many times. Not yet. Not yet, Smaggle. We're just getting started. It'll happen eventually. The true tipster domination will happen eventually. He's just been getting abused. There's a difference between abuse and total tipster destruction. Sun Cold is so vague and boring. Which one, Ray? I'm a Tarasu. I have no idea. I don't even know who this person is. But apparently, people are saying that are from credible sources that this thread is actually really on point with what you guys need to know and information that Muta did in his own video, but it has a lot more to it. So we're going to go over it. We're definitely going to take a look at everything that we can here and kind of corroborate between the two threads. What the fuck is this? What is this? Miss Peeps. Muta really did have the... Okay, so they're a femboy... They're a femgirl. Wait, are they like a femboy cat person? I don't... This person's already invalid to me. They don't exist in my world. They're fake. They're not a real human being. I already invalidate them as a human. Let's see here. Muta really did have the opinion of some ordinary gamer. Wow, really witty. Bro was fear-mongered DIY HRT for minors. Yes, that's really bad. That you shouldn't be giving that to kids if it's unsupervised by a doctor. I feel like we should all be on the same page on that. And even sided with the effing UK government cracking down on DIY HRT supplier. Yes, especially if they are supplying bad hormones and bad HRT overseas to minors. Yes, that is a good thing to be against, but okay. This medicine helps prevent unaliving.
Ripworm.
Yeah, true. Ripworm. He'll be back. Prevent unaliving. And these sites are often the only way minors can access it. Maybe if a doctor or like a medical professional site was also working with this.
Justice for worms.
So true. Let's see here. Thank you for the donos, by the way, to get us started, people. Appreciate it. I meant to say fear-mongering about. Please send me to the firing squad. Okay. Okay, so wait. Do we email his sponsors and try to get him canceled that way? Are you serious right now? You dumb little bastards are going to try and take... Do you realize that Muta sponsors himself on like 90% of his videos? Those are his own businesses. Yeah, okay, good luck. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to you to try and contact Mutahar's sponsors. I'm pretty sure if they review the video, unlike you complete dipshits have, they will find out this video was incredibly fair to the situation. So, please, dumbass, try it. I dare you. I can't imagine it's going to go very far. All right, let's go into this. It's time to talk about the Kefflas GoFundMe situation. Below, I will prove. 1. Kefflas misled donors and spent $100K dishonestly. Her legal case with Human Rights Tribunal of Ontario is dead, which is free to file, so there was no need for money. And Kefflas has been lying about this status to avoid questions related to the money. Yeah, we are very much aware of that. If anyone ever finds out how I spent the GoFundMe money, I'm definitely getting canceled. Lol. I love that shit. I love that they were dumb enough to write that in a GC with other people. You do realize that at any point someone can snake you, right, Kefflas? And to be honest, you're somebody deserving of snaking. So it's great that you got snaked almost immediately. I love that. I do find it a little weird that it took about 2 years for people to snake you. I would have snaked you way earlier. I'll just own it. If you're somebody scamming people, I will snake the shit out of you. Let's see here. I've been investigating Kefflas GoFundMe for a long time, and now that a few pieces of evidence are public knowledge, why... If you were aware of this, why were you hiding it until it was public knowledge? If you were aware of these things, why were you keeping that on the down low? I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of people knowing things the entire time and then waiting till the last minute to drop said information. But, c'est la vie. You do you. I could share what I found. TLDR, the above screenshot is real, and the legal case with the GoFundMe was supposed to be to go towards likely is still happening. Grifting points? Yeah, I agree. Kind of like grifting points. Stop ruining the narrative. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that it's easy for me to poke holes in these people. All right, let's get into it. First, what exactly did she say she was spending the GoFundMe money on? I'm going to see if she came to the same conclusion as me. According to the GFM description, $20K for recouping losses, moving to a safe location, and remaining $80K for a legal fund. It's important to take this at face value since she was saying directly to the people donating. $20K. Clara Sorrenti Kefflas moving and legal fund. If the goal is met, I will have raised enough to recoup my losses to move immediately to a safe location. If the goal is exceeded, funds will be allocated to a legal fund to protect myself against ongoing and future threats to my safety. So this is the thing that Muta brought up, right? Each time the goal was met by Kefflas and her people, she would raise the donation goal each and every time. It went from 20K to 60K to 80K to 100K. Okay? It kept going up. So her putting this out initially has already made it terrible for that fact. But then she does the sneak update. The original moving goal was met, but the hotel I was staying at while looking for a new place I live was doxxed. Hey, chat, does anyone remember why that location was doxxed? Because she told everyone she was going to Ireland and posted photos of said location to make herself a lightning rod. So, exact words. So, good job. You scammed people out of, what was it? You already hit 20K and then you did another 40K? Congrats. You scammed more people out of money because you purposely continued to bait Kiwi Farms and bait this other website the entire time. Congratulations. And funny enough, the hotel you were staying at wasn't even doxxed by Kiwi Farms. It was done by a dude on that website in 4chan. So good job. Good job. I know Xander Hall and Demon Mama only care about the GoFundMe fraud when only a person from their side does it. They are so sides cucked. Well, yeah, what did you expect from Demon Mama and Xander Hall? For them to have like an articulate thought that is out of the realm of said team? It's total bullshit. Happy birthday, Shogun, by the way. Happy birthday to you, dude. Your memes on Twitter are great, and I use them. But seriously, right? Xander Hall and Demon Mama will never actually acknowledge the bigger elephant in the room is that she not only sponsored, she supported a DIY HRT site that was unregulated and in my opinion, illegally was put together haphazardly to basically profit off of kids that were suffering through transitional periods in their lives. So, I'm not shocked that Demon Mama and Xander Hall are not going to say anything about that. On Twitter, Kefflas has been less clear about how the money was allocated, but here's one figure I wish to call attention to. This is shortly after the GoFundMe launched, and she gives a lower estimate of $60K for a trial, and that most of the GoFundMe money was towards a legal case, which she never did. She never went to trial. The lawyers told her that she shouldn't go to trial. So let's read this. Woke up, and I'm seeing Tender Queers. What a weird name. What's up, Psych Draws? Mad at me for saying mean words at people mocking me for raising money for legal fees and to move after I could have died. How could you have died? I didn't realize that the police officers banging on your door and walking in and going, oh, we received a threat. We need to search your area. You're going to be detained for a while. Can be traumatizing. I'm sorry, wait a minute. The original story was that assault rifles were pointed at her face. I'm so sorry. That is very traumatizing. Too bad that didn't happen. So, I don't understand where the you could have died part came from. Let's see here. Because I got docs and fascists, fascists. My God, just these buzzwords, man. Fascists. It's never just like weirdos. It's never just like stalkers on the internet. They have to go with fascists. They have no other word to describe it. Did I shave? Yes, I shaved. I was getting tired of the peach fuzz. Also, make sure to like the stream. We have 225 people, and it hasn't even been an hour yet, so make sure you guys like the stream. Appreciate it. Let's keep going. Police, to attempt to end me, I was a victim of a hate crime. Grow up. Yes, remember, Kefflas is a downtrodden black person, just like her tweet said it. A 3-day civil trial in Canada is $60,000. The vast majority of the money I raised is going to pay lawyers, and the rest is to move and pay me and my staff. What staff? You have 2 editors. I have 2 editors as well. I do not need $20,000 to pay them. I don't. I don't need $20,000 to pay them. And to be honest, if I'm in a financial hardship, I'm pretty sure my editors are going to be like, okay, dude, totally fine. We'll take a month or two off. You don't pay me for what you owe me now, and then we will talk about it later on when you're more financially stable. I feel like that's what normal people would do. You don't need $20,000 to pay your editors. That seems insane. That's crazy. Your editors wish you had that. I pay my editors. I pay them too much. What baffles me is how Tipster hasn't lost any weight after all the chasing he's been doing. Good question, Platinum. Very good question. I'm also shocked by said situation that Tipster has not lost any money after all the running he's been doing for trans pussy. It's actually incredible. Let's see here. Because I can't work until I am safe. Well, you IRL streamed in the middle of you running to another country, so you definitely worked. Making a trauma victim explain this a week after it happens is so effed up. A trauma victim. A trauma victim. A trauma victim of what? I'm sorry. Of what? I have no sympathy at this point. For what? Trauma for what? You didn't have a gun pointed in your face. The cops didn't come into your apartment and kneel on your neck with a gun pointed at your head and going, "Get on the ground! Get on the ground!" Nobody did that. Nobody did that. Nobody. You had a knock on your door. You had time to put on your pajamas. You had time to talk to the cops. They said, "Hey, we received a threat. You're going to come down to the station with us so we could do an investigation." They took away your shit for 3 days, and that is it. Where's the trauma? Where is it? Where's the trauma? Are you a black guy in Chicago? Where's the trauma?
What baffles me is how Tipster hasn't lost any weight after all the chasing he's been doing.
I know. It's actually incredible. Let's see here. In order to ask for help, I had to go public and confirm my home address to people who want me dead.
Blackula took the money.
True, Blackula did take the money. The crowd that thinks me quote tweeting them is violence but laughs at me for facing actual police violence is not getting any sympathy. I do not care how my fans treat them. I don't understand what this is in context of. The crowd that thinks me quote tweeting them is violence but laughs at me for facing actual police. What police violence? Did they pull a gun on you? Did they pull a knife? Did they try and put you in a chokehold?
Chris, I made another meme on the situation.
You did? Send it to me. I'll take a look at it once I'm through a little bit more of this. Where is it? Where is it? I'm genuinely curious where the trauma is, because I don't believe for a second that you have trauma over this. So this is one of the clips that Muta played, but I'm going to let it play again, so I'm going to read this out. She also reiterates that the non-legal portion of the fund is going towards moving and recouping her losses. But in my investigations, I found that she has no concrete losses to recoup. Yes, because she only lost for 3 days. She didn't lose for months. She didn't lose for years. She lost for 3 days. You do realize that Twitch payouts are on a monthly basis, and those subs, if those people stick around, which to be honest, based through all of this, she probably received more concrete subs that actually wanted to stick with her and support her. If anything, I believe personally that she probably made more money off of it. So that's how I look at it. I don't necessarily believe that she that she lost anything. She didn't lose anything. Not a thing. Also, make sure justice for worms in chat. Justice for worm in chat. This is a great meme by Devil's Advocate. Justice for worm. Okay? We need him back. I need him to make the ugliest picture of goddamn Kefflas of all time. Let's keep reading. Kefflas was swatted on August 5th. She later said that her drives were returned to her 3 days later. Yeah, so she lost 3 days of income. That's not that crazy to a Twitch streamer.
I eventually got my stuff back in like 3 days and got an apology from the chief of police.
Then why are you suing them? Why are you trying to sue them? If they apologize to you for the mix-up, that they took something seriously, well, seriously as in knock on your door and go, hey, did you put in a threat to a government building and brought you in for questioning? The cop apologized. The chief of police apologized. So what more do you have to accomplish with that?
That's nice.
So Yeah, that was really nice. Not nice how they responded to the situation, but I'll take it. I eventually got my stuff.
Wait, this whole thing was due to Gay Fesh's incompetence. I genuinely wish the worst for Gay Fesh. Like, I'm not kidding. I actually mean that. I actually mean that. I wish the worst for Gay Fesh. Gay Fesh, if you're watching, I hope the worst for you. I do. I hope the worst. Let's keep going. This is corroborated by a property bag shown in a CBC story about Kefflas' police raid. I'm not going to say that word. The label of which clearly shows that Kefflas' desktop tower was returned to her on August 8th, which was before Kefflas launched a GoFundMe on August 9th. Let's see here. Occurrence. This number, dates sealed. August 5th, 22, because Canada is stupid and does everything backwards. No offense to my Canadian brothers. Let's see here. Shut down, 2. Line item. So as you guys see here, August 5th. Wait, Swatty gets you demonetized? No, Toastify. My channel is just completely screwed. And if I say anything wrong, I get demonetized every time. Every time without fail. So I literally have to, like, walk on toes for, like, I have to, like, be on my tippy toes for, like, an hour before I can say what I want to actually say. I'm already demonetized right now. I just got demonetized, and I didn't even, like, the stream is only 10 minutes long. 10 minutes long. Let's see here. But as you can see, it was returned August 8th of 2023. So from 8/5 to 8/8. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that she's trying to recoup losses and needs $100,000 for 3 days loss of income? When she was allegedly on track to make 6 figures in the first place, she could have used her own money to move to a different country. She didn't need the legal fund. She didn't need the moving expenses. Additionally, a former editor of Kefflas shared with me a copy of Kefflas' financials on May 22nd to July 2023. In it, we can clearly see that in August 2022, Kefflas earned over $13,000, which is higher than the surrounding months. So let's read this. I hate Excel, but I'm going to read it. Year 2022, May revenue. AdSense 0. Patreon $1,893. Twitch $6,664. Donations $195. Kefflas.gg, no money. Merch, no money. Total in 2022 was about $8,732. Translated to Canadian, $11,110.
Take my money before it goes up Kefflas' nose.
I'll take all of your money and I won't spend it on cocaine. So if you want to donate to a streamer that won't spend your money on cocaine but will spend it on his animal, you know, you're more than welcome to donate. Year 2022 June revenue, AdSense 0, Patreon 1,706, Twitch 4,823, donations 160. Kefflas.gg, this is when she opened up her little weird kind of like Destiny clone knockoff website that people could donate to through, I believe, White Forest. So remember that. 5,272 merch, $0. Total is 1,961. July revenue. AdSense 788. Patreon 3,583. Twitch donations 2,342. Donations 128. Kefflas.gg an additional 3,881. Merch $554. Total a little over 11,000. Right here, August revenue. Now this is the time frame that she had the kerfuffle situation happen. Okay, this is the kerfuffle moment. Year 2022 August revenue. AdSense $724. Patreon $3,443. Twitch $4,111. Donations $611.47. Kefflas.gg $4,187. No money in merch. $13,000 just for that time frame. I just want to show something. Okay. I want to show something. So right here we have the totals here, here, and here. So for these months, if I'm doing the math right, 0.9. I'm going to try and see. Okay, perfect. I can do it this way. Nice. One. Look at that. Within 3 months, she made $36,000. Okay? Within 3 months, $36,000. I don't understand why you need a fund to recoup your income when it was only 3 days that you didn't have your equipment. Isn't that a little crazy? 36,306. Okay? That is more than most people in America make now. How much money was she spending on stupid shit that she couldn't itemize for 3 days of lost income? What was she doing? What was she doing that she couldn't itemize for 3 days of lost income? Okay? What was she doing? Isn't that a little crazy? And then as you can see, the revenue continues from here. If we put it all together, we're definitely in like close to $100,000 range, right? So we all get that idea. So again, I need you to understand this number is for those 3 months and the month, including the month that she got swatted on. Okay? Okay? It's definitely the drugs. Thank you for the 10, Baron, and thank you for the 19 months, Doug, for the Chad memberships. Thank you so much, dude. I need to restructure the memberships because I started them when I first started, and a lot of that stuff is kind of outdated. I was planning on doing like a whole variety channel thing, and I was like, I can't do that. I'd rather scream at people on the internet for fun. But if you want to become a member, support the channel. You don't have to deal with those pesky ads and all live streams that are not one topic focused. Go members
Interesting
only.
Thing. On Kefflas' Patreon, she has a ChrisTheNarc Patreon tier which gets you access to the uncut Chris Chan interview.
Really?
Want to know how much it was? $100,000 according to the CW key.
What? Interesting thing. On Kefflas' Patreon, she has a ChrisTheNarc Tax Patreon tier, which gets you access to the uncut Chris Chan interview. What? Somebody find that. Can somebody, one of the, Shinji, you are a sleuth because Nani's not here. Shinji, I need you to send me a link so I can see that. I don't remember that. I need to see it. I need to see that. If that is bait, you played me, sir. Good on you, Baron, if you played me. But if there is a tax on her Patreon just to watch that one video, I'm gonna lose it. Wiggler. Okay, he wasn't baiting. He wasn't baiting. He wasn't baiting. Oh my god, this person is a fucking monster. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Hold on. I need to take a screenshot of that before it goes away. I don't want to click it. I don't want to click it. I don't want to click it. She tried really hard to get Null to hate her. Like, really, really, really hard. That whole interview is just her trying to get Chris Chan to disavow Null, which is impossible because Chris Chan owes Null their life on multiple occasions. Multiple occasions. Chris Chan owes Null their goddamn life. Click it, you coward. Do it for the content. I don't have $100,000 to piss away on a Patreon tier. I'll get Leon to do it. Let's see here. To reiterate, Kefflas did not have any losses to recuperate. Yeah, 3 days as a Twitch streamer. That's not a lot of losses to recuperate. That's not a lot of money. That is not a lot of money you lost. And it's like once a month. And you're also getting Patreon. Like what? You're basically sitting pretty for over 30 grand. There's no loss of income. You just didn't stream for 3 days. She wouldn't see a decline in revenue until 2023 after she went to rehab. Yeah, because the Coke streams were getting out of hand. Those were funny when she was like losing her shit. I'll admit it. Those were funny. Kefflas also very likely didn't use the $20K to relocate to Ireland and instead paid for at least significant portion of it out of pocket. Not shocked. By 9/4/2022, Kefflas was established enough in Ireland for publications to write about it. The next day, she would have an infamous convo with Winter where, when asked if she had used the GoFundMe money for a PI, strongly implied that she hadn't spent any of it yet. Here we go. Kefflas, Winter, I don't know how much money you think I make, but I was going to make 6 figures this year before the GoFundMe happened. Then why did you need the GoFundMe? Why did you need the GoFundMe then? If you are going to make 6 figures, why do you need the GoFundMe? You take a hit and you stream a little bit longer. It seems like you were making a good enough amount of money without the GoFundMe. That wasn't the question. Quit flexing on minorities, Whitey. Okay, nice. I don't mean to. I'm sorry. You brought up money for some reason. Did you pay for the PI out of the GoFundMe money? No. The GoFundMe is currently in savings until I need to use it. Pathetic. In the exchange, you could also see how she could afford this. She was on track to make 6 figures in 2022, which is corroborated by her financials from earlier. This also adds to context that up to this point, she never mentioned she's fucking rich. Or at least she was at the time. I'm going to say $100,000. Well, $100,000 USD in Canada probably makes you really, really goddamn rich. That probably makes you, like, richer than 90% of Canadians right now. This adds gravity to the situation. Given that trans people are forced to beg for scraps online, so an already wealthy woman using a GoFundMe for an important cause ended using it to double her income isn't just evil, it's an insult to every trans person struggling to survive. Okay, relax. Just before I get away from myself, here's the link to the original exchange with Winter. It shows that it occurred on September 5th, and I hate Twitter characters count. Okay, so this is on Odyssey. How long is this? 2 minutes. All right. Let's pull this up. AO finally got to talk to the man himself. Hey, you debate for an Snake One Sauce NBA. You could reply any year now. I don't know. You're on all day. LMAO, so congrats on hitting 800 pages. You don't care about drama, but DM me at 2 a.m. in Kukistan time to flex on me. Are your mods and ghostwriters typing up what you should respond to me with right now? They just type your shitty essay scripts. Okay, so Winter actually just confirmed something. I'm going to show you guys something. I'm just going to do it. Fuck it. Where are these DMs? Because I'm not a stickler for this crap, right? But I'm just going to show it to you guys. So I received some leaks from Kefflas' ex-editor. Okay? I'm just going to pop these up real quick. So I want to show something to you. As you can see here in this graphic, at the end of the Chet Uger, like whatever the hell, this progressive group video, right? It's a 2 hour and 8 minute video written and directed by Kefflas. Now, I wish to show Exhibit A. Let's pull up Exhibit A. Well, technically, the only exhibit I need to do. The other one's just funny. This is a DM screenshot recording of Kefflas and her team talking. Well, not Kefflas. This is about her team talking about Kefflas using ghostwriters. Now, mind you, written and directed by Kefflas is bold. Now, to state that, I'm not somebody that's going to sit here and do the James Somerton comparison. Okay? I'm not going to do that. But it is funny that the woman that tried shaming James Somerton for using other people's stuff and taking credit for it has in the credits written and directed by Kefflas. So I'm going to read these out to you guys. Velvet. Okay. Can I raise a concern that might be stupid, and I don't want to stress Clara out about it for now. Sup. Maybe it's just the H-Bomber Guy video, but considering the potential consequences of Zoe ghostwriting, I think everything that's going on is ethically justified, and it's definitely not plagiarism. But I don't know. Is there a paper trail for this in case things ever do go tits up? I like Zoe, but I'm less inclined to trust people even if I like them after the Isabella thing. So do you understand now that this person is completely fabricated? They're fake. They're not real. They are somebody that is completely dependent on the work of others. They're a neat. Zoe is one of Kefflas' ghostwriters. So this person is a neat. They need other people to help them. Now, don't get me wrong. I need editors for my clip videos because I can't edit for shit. But it's all my content. I don't pretend that I don't have editors. I don't pretend that I have ghostwriters. I don't have ghostwriters. I sit here and I'm like, I talk shit on the internet for a living. Here's what I do. And I make jokes about Confusing and the other editors and thumbnail artists that I have. You guys help support that, which I thank you guys so much for that. But you need to understand, this community and what Kefflas is a part of are huge fans of the whole plagiarism is bad thing, and stealing and taking credit from other people is a mournful act, a sin, if you will. So just as a heads up, because that person just said it, I will show you that information that no one else has shown you yet. Man, you said you'd be here for me. What the fuck? Shaking my head. Damn, bro, you're still up at 4 a.m. Probably getting high with all that grift money you made. This guy's funny. Hey, friend, want a referral link to create Mango Ranch account? Okay, thank you, Mango. Okay, you lost open DM privileges by A-logging too hard. You need to learn to behave better. I'm disappointed in you. Okay. At least make things interesting, N-word. Oh, no. Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy that she doxed. Or that she thought she doxed. This is the guy that she thought was a Kiwi farmer and got fake information off of that incorrect information off of the PI. That is too funny. That is really, really funny. Cracker IQ. Your God complex has made you some dumb decisions. Onion Farms, Kefflas. You got to respond now, bro. You're dumb AF. Well, I'm sure you're on all kinds of substances right now. Dog, you are legit trying to dox random-ass Mexican people. After spending months crying about it. Fan behavior, by the way. To be honest. Nah, fatty. I see you tweeting. Quit trying to escape the embarrassment. Or get the block over with already. You know you wanna. No one can dare embarrass Kefflas' old name. Or they'll throw a tantrum and bother everyone for attention. I understand people want me to dead name Kefflas and shit. I don't respect this person, but they haven't raped anybody or raped their mothers. That's my bar. That's my bar to start dead naming people. Throw a tantrum, everyone for attention. Okay, Andrew, not. Oh no, my nickname, the horror. You mad hypocrite, though, bro? Die mad. How so? Maddox. I have your face and name. I know what schools you went to. I know every member of your family. That is super unhinged to say that. That's like a Machiavellian level bullshit that I'm reading right now. I have all of your information. I know where you live. I know that your mother worked at a grocery store. That's crazy. Wait, she's interested in a more Italian family name? Yeah, she did. You know what's funny? She got rid of her father's name. Her father. The person who died and gave money to her so that she could transition. The person that supported her transition the most, she forsaked his last name, which is kind of gross to me. I'm going to be honest. To be honest, you should be fucking grateful that your father existed in this world to do something like that for you. At least keep his last name. Yeah, it's cold as hell. This is why you said some random ass kid. Excited to see how they all react when your information gets sent to them. You're weird AF, Bo. You're 30-year-old white person trying to scare some brown kid. Glad you confirmed your identity. Thank you. Wow, I'm brown. You got me. You're laughing now, just like Josh did. You're laughing now, just like Joshua Connor Moon did. I love that. She really hates Null. She really hates Null. That is funny as shit to me. We saw how that went. What? Null just laughed at you and said that you're a doxer and you fell down to the level. You're Josh's #1 fan. Accurate. You have the okay, I'm gonna read this like a Bond villain. You have a choice. Your life is now on a divergent path. You can walk away, or you can see what comes next. Is that a threat, Edward? No, it's a promise. Too deep for me. Who's Josh Null, the owner of Kiwi Farms? Didn't you learn your lesson after getting sent to military school? You need to make better choices, kid. Yeah, I did that shit. Was tough, man. This guy's just trolling the shit out of her. Does it seem like it? It seems like you are shitting your life away. You are powerless in the real world, and the only thing that makes you feel like you are in control is a pseudonym you invented to harass people on an internet forum. Why not work on yourself? Become a better person. This is great. This exchange is wonderful. I don't want to read this whole thing. It's just funny. So as you can tell, this show's DM proof documenting the entire situation. If you want to read this over, go check out the tweet or find it on Odyssey yourself. That was just too funny. I couldn't help but read.
Kefflas vs. Ethel Thirst and Gladiator match. Winner gets lifetime supply of HRT. 2 men enter, 1 woman leaves.
I'll put money on Ethel. They seem crazy. Anyway, while it seems like Kefflas don't need the GoFundMe money to go to Ireland, she wouldn't settle down until October. This brings us to the screenshot taken by a former editor for Kefflas on 11/30/2022, where Kefflas says all the GoFundMe money has either been spent or earmarked. Let's see here. Kefflas, just 4 months, potentially 2 months, if it really hasn't been touched by September, blew through $100,000. Thank you for the membership. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 as well. Thank you, KJ, for the members. Members are important on this channel. Let's see here. On traveling, not moving, furniture, friends, new streaming gear that she did not need, since she got her devices back after 3 days and closed. See, that was the argumentation I was making. That she unironically got her shit back 3 days after. 3 days after she was arrested. Why buy all new equipment? What's the point? You could have your computer shipped to another country. It probably would cost you less shipping your computer to another country. Or you overly pack it, put it on the bottom of the plane with fragile logos on it, and they take care of it and pray to God that it doesn't break. So, that's interesting. Day modified 11/30/2022. The rest was for a year of rent and therapy, neither of which was outlined by the GoFundMe. That is an interesting one. See, that's what I said earlier, if you watch the reaction to the video. There is no... Okay. I was about to go on a rant, and then I saw this. Yes, Tipster! Make America great again, Tipster! Bring us back from the brink. Tipster is pro-Trump. Yes! MAGA won. MAGA won. Please censor screenshot or will YouTube? If it's, I don't want to play that game, Shinji. I don't want to play that game right now. We've been demonetized too many times. It's actually a problem. Let's see here. I can't even tell you how much she spent on the rent. She would later tweet on her private that her rent during this time was $2,400 a month, which is 28.8 she had allocated. I love living in Ireland so much, can barely understand what people are saying, but it's so pretty, and my rent has gone from $2,400 a month to $400 a month, so I'm building some savings. I'm saving up to buy a house, which is not a sentence I ever previously stated, because that was not possible. I don't know how. I'm going to be real. Making 38 grand a year, you can buy a house. Wait a minute. Didn't she also have a fiance/roommate? So the rent probably would have been cut in half. Wait a minute. Unless the fiance was a NEET. I think I remember the fiance was like a doctoral candidate or something, so they're probably a NEET. But like, let's say it was split between the two of them. She's spending $1,200 a month if it is split between the two of them. I pay half of that for my rent, which is just really funny. And I have like a semi-decent sized apartment. So, like, the fuck? Let's see here. And for clarity, yes, she says her rent in Ireland is $400 a month, but she would not move to Ireland until June 2023, when her visa was approved. Before then, she was living in Canada, which is when she allocated a year's rent of 2.4. Got it? Got it. My visa just got approved. I'm moving to Ireland this month. Dated June 2nd, 2023. Hey, I know that day. I thought you were coming to Belfast. I said Northern Ireland last time, and Republicans got mad at me, so I used the Republic flag this time so loyalists get mad at me. I'm just keeping things on equal footing. This person is just like a retard outrage machine. How far are we into the stream that I can start using slurs? All right, we're close to an hour in. All right, perfect. I can start talking like I want to talk. Perfect. Perfect. I can start saying retard. Let's see here. Tipster divorced? Yes, that is true. Nobody wanted to talk about it behind the scenes, but tipster divorce is real. I'm purposely spreading misinformation over the internet. Make sure to like the stream, guys. We have almost 500 people in here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. But make sure you like the stream, okay? Also, if you want a Kefflas card, by the way, if you want a physical copy of a Lolcow trading card, check the link that get posted in the chat pretty often. To buy a Lolcow trading card pack, you'll get a tipster pack and some Kefflas packs, some Kefflas cards as well. Let's see here. Velvet, isn't this the weirdo that Tipster keeps like flirting with in the Catboy Ranch Discord? Some of my mutuals are my closest friends I've ever had, and others I actually low-key hate. Being mutuals means nothing unless you're my oomphy. That's okay. I hate me too. Matt Pitt, if you're watching this right now, just let me leak it. Please. If you're watching this, Matt, just please let me leak it. Just let me leak it. Just let me leak. Let me leak. Let's see here. Just let me do it. Just let me do it. 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 Please. Please. Remember,
Doctor, turn off my slur inhibitors.
Exactly. Now we're in the slur inhibitor area. Tipster's actually divorced? No, Tipster's not actually divorced. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Joke. Tipster's not divorced. Tipster is not divorced. Remember, she said and reiterated that most of the GoFundMe would go towards a legal case, then a civil case, which still has not happened and would cost a minimum of $60K for 3 days. And yet, by the end of 2022, the money she said was for the legal fund was gone or allocated elsewhere. Listen, I can't, don't ask me, chat. You're not allowed to ask me. You're not allowed to ask me. I'm not allowed to say anything. Yeah, no, you guys can't trick me because Matt would have to DM me. Also, I'm completely joking. It's not even Matt Pitt that told me that. You guys fell for a fake troll. Congrats. I was just hoping that you guys would start going to the now recording chat and be like, Chris said that you know something. No, I'm just fucking with you. There's nothing else to leak yet. But anyways, let's see here. This means that none of the 100K went to any of what she said it did. Which brings us to my second point. Her legal case with the HRTO that isn't going anywhere. Buckle up, because we're only halfway done. As I followed the progression of Kefflas' legal case, her public and private plans constantly shifted and often didn't align. Yes, because she was lying. As a result, nailing down a robust timeline of what she was saying publicly and privately regarding her legal case has provided convoluted and unhelpful. Let's see here. So, I will give her the benefit of the doubt and assume that her most recent plans of complaint filed with the Human Rights Tribunal of Ontario on April 10th, 2023, remember that date because it's important, are consistent with her initial GoFundMe for the legal case. I'm taking legal action. As you can see it listed here, order requesting the LP officers use body cameras, orders requiring every member of LPS to take mandatory human rights training. All of this information here is in her human rights complaint, which I'm going to be real. I don't understand if that a human rights complaint isn't going to do shit. I'm sorry. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. Chat, serious question. One's in the chat if you believe that Kefflas was going to change the London police by putting a complaint in. I'm curious. One's in the chat if you believe that. I'm curious what you think. Two's in the chat if you don't believe it. No, I'm not seeing any ones. I'm not seeing any ones. I'm not seeing a single one. Oh, I received a privacy complaint. I love those. All right, chat. Okay. Nobody wants to give Kefflas the benefit of the doubt. Crazy. Thank you for the 515 people here in the stream. Make sure you like, comment, and sub. Let's see here. So let's keep going. Her video wasn't uploaded until May, but various press outlets...
Canadians just can't be trusted with kids, Lamau.
Jesus! God! Such Canadian slanders going on here. Her video wasn't uploaded until May, but various press outlets announced it around April 21st using a press kit Kefflas put together. Almost all of them include a clause like this saying there was no information as to when the claim would be heard. Ms. Sorrenti is concerned not only for herself, but for all transgendered individuals. See, right there. Stop right there. Stop right there, you fucking bitch. Stop right there. This is what I hate the most about Kefflas, right? I genuinely despise this aspect of her. It's when she tries to lump in the community with her fucking problems. Like, I get it that she's concerned for the group, but she does this with everything. Everything that is her problem is the trans community's problem. No, bitch. No, bitch. That's your problem. It's no one else's problem other than yours. You fucking cunt. Like, it's only you. Pescator, what's up, man? Good to see you again. 100K for a complaint you can file for free. Congrats, tipster. See, this is the thing, and I'm gonna tell you something. I think I talked about it in the last stream, but I'm just gonna say it now. Okay, I'm just gonna lay it out here for everyone to know, because I'm pretty sure Xylee said it. I'm pretty sure he said it the last stream. But if you're new to my channel, I'm going to lay this out for you, and I'm gonna lose my shit when I'm talking about it. At one point during the time frame that the schism between the commentary community and Tipster happened, right? Tipster was getting buddy-buddy with Kefflas. We all turned around, some of us, me and Xylee and a few others, looked at him and said, we don't trust her, And it's kind of weird that you're becoming friendly with this person that's very pro-deplatforming people that you're cool with. And this is like right before the full lolicon schism shit happened, right? So we talked to him. He said, and I shit you not, Pescator, when you hear this, you're going to lose your fucking mind. And everybody else in chat. When we talked to him about this, and this is between multiple different people, multiple different private conversations. It wasn't just one call we all had with him. So my situation might be entirely different than what he told Xylee, what he told everybody else, okay? So take that right up there, okay? His exact words were, she told me her side of the story, and it changed my perspective on everything, and everything's been blown out of proportion. Tipster bought a storyline from a liar and didn't. I do not believe for a fucking second that he looked at any of the evidence. He just took her word for it. And he said, she told me her side of the story, and I believe it a lot more. Basically, along those lines is what Tipster said. I nearly lost my shit when I heard it, but I bottled it up. I put it in here, and I was like, dude, that's stupid, but whatever. You know, you're friends with this person. Whatever, man. Like, you can be friends with who the fuck ever. And then the whole lolicon shit happened, and him trying to pay Salvo or whatever to fucking, like, see Leia something's tits. I lost my mind. I was like, I'm done being this guy's, like, I'm not even gonna say friend, just a dude on the internet that I associate with, because I'm tired of this friend shit. Okay, I got burnt out by that friend shit forever ago, due to the white trash era that we had in this fucking community. The only people I consider friends are the ones that are tight knit and the ones IRL. Everyone else can piss the fuck off. I don't want any more of you people around. Tipster and a few others made me realize you can't trust a single goddamn person. There are people that are good people, and you gotta just find the good people. Let's see here. But like that I need you guys to understand the argumentation that I heard from him, and that he bought it. He bought this shit. He literally bought it. He bought it. It is frustrating to me that he could buy a story like that. How do you buy a story like that? When I said this yesterday, bruh, she didn't even do anything in the chat. I'm talking about banning from a chat. I said it's your prerogative to do whatever the fuck you want. She's like, it's cringe. I didn't ban Tipster from my chat. Tipster can come into my chat right now and try and argue me on this. He's more than welcome. He has a voice on this fucking channel. I'm pretty sure I didn't even demod him on accident. I'm pretty sure he's still a mod on the channel. I think I forgot to demod him. I think he could just ban everyone in my chat right now. I think he could. I don't even remember. I'm gonna have to go check that back. But like, that's the thing, right? Is that he bought this bullshit fucking narrative that $100,000 was needed. He probably bought it because of tits. I wouldn't even say that. Okay, so here's the thing, right? We can make Gooner memes like all day, right? Pescator knows what I'm talking about. Diorio, Xylee, everybody knows what I'm talking about. We can make Gooner jokes to the end of days as to why Tipster is so friendly with Kefflas. Like, oh, he wants the fucking pussy. He wants her asshole or whatever. We can make those jokes. But I'm genuinely going to tell you why he's friends with her. And I'm pretty sure other people have said this. The reason that she is friends with him is because she allows him to continue the degeneracy bullshit that other people would make fun of him. Okay? He wants to be as degenerately open as humanly possible. And whatever, if you want to be degenerately open, I don't care. I'm friends with Diesel. And Diesel, like, talks about goblins all day. I don't give a shit. I'm friends with Diesel. I'm cool with Diesel. Like, I don't go. I even make fun of him about it. We all do, but that's banter. Tipster didn't like the banter because he took it as a personal attack. He took it as a personal attack. Every time that Augie, Nick, Boblax, Tom, anybody made fun of him, he would get pissed. He would get pissed every time. That's why. And Kefflas is okay with that stupid bullshit and doesn't let it just lets him go off the leash. That's the thing. Diesel's aware, and that's why I like Diesel, because he's funny as shit. I love Diesel. But, like, there's something about Tipster that he isn't aware as to why people find it cringe. Diesel knows why it's cringe. But, like, I love him for it. And that's why. Diesel's gonna kill me for this segment. But it's true. It's true, bro. No shade to you, Diesel, but, like, I'm using you as an example just because it's an easy one for me to use, okay? I'm not gonna stop being your friend. Stop. What the fuck? Thank you for the thank you for the money. I appreciate it. Let's keep going. I got derailed a little bit, kind of like ranting about Tipster because it just gets me so fucking angry. Let's see here. Will experience the same or similar discriminatory treatment. Well, the thing is, and this is my argumentation, 99% of trans people don't do what you do, Kefflas. Trans people that do what you do are definitely in danger, but not normal trans people. Not people that just want to live their lives, go to work, feel comfortable in their own skin, be a part of a regular member of society. None of them are in danger like you are, or others that do the stupid bullshit that you do. I'm just going to say it. No other trans person that I've met in my life, or in general, act the way that you do, or these crazy people I see on the fucking internet. You all put yourself in the line of fire at this point. And I can say that about any demographic group, black, white, Asian, I don't care. Any demographic group, any sexuality group, if you are acting the fuck up and peacocking all day long, you're basically asking for it. You're basically asking for it. So shut the fuck up. Let's see here. As a trans person, thanks. Kefflas made me feel... Don't feel embarrassed. This is just a person on the internet. Overall, in the world, they don't fucking matter. They are a slime ball of a human being that can't do shit. A failed member of the Canadian Communist Party that is a drug addict. They can't do anything in the real world. They'll never enact change. They'll never be a part of politics. They will never reach the heights of putting in laws that are going to actually help trans people or the gay community. They are nobody. Nobody. Never feel embarrassed by this fucking loser.
I'm not going to be your friend. Stop trying.
Enjoy the ride. Enjoy that you are a better person than this piece of human garbage. Unfortunate flamenco W, by the way.
Tipster, ironically, is very thin-skinned.
Yes, incredibly thin-skinned, but he's fat as fuck. Isn't it crazy that the fattest of people that become lol cows have the thinnest of skins? They have, like, elephant hide for their skin, but you could just poke them with, like, a needle. They'll die immediately. Kefflas didn't add any information to the media when the HCR hearing was being held. Yeah, because she knew that the thing is... Okay, hold on. So, this is the thing, right? Everyone's like, oh, well, she didn't tell the journalists about it. The journalists would have spun it a different way for the public to look at it still in a favorable light to Kefflas. Let's just be real. The mainstream media... I'm going to sound like Alex Jones saying this. I swear to God. The mainstream media is full of fucking idiots that are inept at their job. People like Taylor Lorenz and others are complete human garbage pails that make shit up as they go. And when it comes to something that they look at, which is Kiwi Farms, as a horrible thing, they are going to write it in a negative light because it's going to give them more fucking clicks. It's not the liberal media, it's the conservative media, it's the independent media. All these fucks have their own agendas.
Can you bench press?
How many tipsters can I bench press? I can't bench press a tipster. That's like 400 pounds. It's all opinion pieces, not real journalism. Exactly, Scooby-Doosh. Exactly. I love your name. Let's see here. Mr. Renty believes that many transgender individuals are unable to stand up to the London Police Services for discrimination for fear of reprisal because it is of the already overwhelming stress and anxiety felt as a result of mistreatment by the LPS. What did they mistreat you on? What did they mistreat you on? Knocking on your door when they received a threat and had to do an investigation. Where's the mistreatment? Did they beat the shit out of you in the back of the cop car? Did they kneel on your neck in your apartment? Did they point guns at you and your partner? Did they scream, there's a trans woman, obviously we need to escalate protocol? No, none of that happened. You had a knock on the door, a pounding on the door, I'll give you that one. A pounding on the door. You had time to put your goddamn pajamas on. You know, most people that are abused by the police and are mistreated by the police don't have time to put their pajamas on. They usually get handcuffed naked in the bed or barely awake and with a gun pointed in their face. Like a real person who's been mistreated by the police. So, where's the mistreatment? No information is available concerning when the claim will be heard. A London police spokesperson declined to comment on the complaint. So let's keep going. Thank you for another 5, man. Appreciate all the generous donos today. We have over 530 people in the stream. Thank you all so much. But, like, this is how, like, frustrated I get with these fucking BreadTube people. They're all fake. Thankfully, the process for filing a claim is publicly available. Lol. Once the HRTO receives an application, the applicant receives a letter either informing them of the app, needs work, or it's good and has been sent to the other party after you file. Once your application has been received by the HRTO, you will receive a letter that includes your HRTO file number. The HRTO will review your application to determine the next steps. So as you can see here, this is a basic filing. After some back and forth, the parties convene before the HRTO to mediate and try to reach a settlement. Failure to do that will then lead to a hearing. You might think that this process has an open-ended time frame, so it'd be expected if we haven't heard anything, but that's wrong. Let's read the HRTO mediation. I'm going to repeat what Xylee said. She wanted KF to be taken down to hide the bad things she's done. No, that's Xylee's 100%
Kefflas
right.
Wanted to be an example for trans people. Instead, we made an example out of her. Careful what you wish for.
True. But Shinji, no. Xylee is like 100% right. She didn't like the fact that the dominatrix fart porn was there, all the lies that she's done, the association with the DIY HRT site, the Catboy Ranch Discord server. She didn't want any of that in the public. That's the thing. And I don't know if Xylee said the same thing because I didn't watch her stream, but this is kind of like my opinion on it. Anyone that wants to take down the farms, like not just like one part of the farms where it's like, hey, like this is actually really detrimental to my safety. You know, it's like a little bit of a different situation. But to be honest, if there's a harassment campaign, Null usually cracks down on that. I don't use Kiwi Farms, so I'm kind of just going based on what I've heard publicly about it when it comes to Null's moderation, which is very rare. If there's a harassment campaign going on, Null shuts it down. He's like, well, you know, we'll collect all the info, but if you're using this to harass people, we're going to find you out. That's what happened with the ChrisChan people. That group of people that were the worst trolls for ChrisChan, Null found out about it and helped it out. So, like, anybody that wants to directly take down the farms are usually the people that have the worst skeletons in their closet. They are usually the people that are the most terrified of their secrets to be brought to the public. Examples are like Brianna Wu, when she said, I'm getting harassed by all these accounts, but it ended up being her alt accounts harassing her. Like, come on. These people all have skeletons. And they don't just own their shit. That's the thing about Kiwi Farms. If you own your shit, you just own it. Deal with it. Deal with it. Own your shit. Own it. Chris, would you want a Brianna Wu clip? Oh, Cecil. Yes, of course. Also, I'm going to make you a moderator because you're based and red-pilled. Let's see here. But you can link anything in chat, Cecil, now that you're a mod. I keep that permission only for mods. Because usually people will send me shit. Let's see here. It was so fucking cringe on now recording. I have no idea. Well, no, I saw the whole thing and I almost lost my mind. But we'll get into that. I want to read through this thread and then a couple of other things, and then we're going to get there. Oh, shiz, okay. Yeah, Cecil, you don't have to do your job as a mod. The actual mods will handle it. I usually just mod people I'm cool with or people that I like as a creator. Let's see here. You'll be asked on the application or response form if you're willing to try mediation. The goal of mediation is to help the parties reach an agreement, settlement that resolves the issues in said application. The HRTO mediates disputes using an active listening approach. All right, let's pull up the, oh God. Oh my God, I love this guy. I love this guy.
And this is my fucking car, or my mom's car, that when I was street racing, could not perform! Couldn't fucking perform on the road, and now the piece of shit is crashed, okay? I can't even kick the windshield.
I love this. Yo, this guy was so funny. He would just troll the shit out of Brianna Wu, and he flipped his car, and he actually, like, caused damage to his car. It's just so funny. Kristen enjoyed now recording because he's a pussy. Okay, first, hold on. There was already a part where there was 4 creators in there. You don't need a 5th one that was freaking out in the chat, getting more and more angry. We didn't want to make it a dog pile. We need to have a conversation with that person, even though I wanted to scream at them.
It's made of bullshit plastic from Chinks. I wasn't even fucking drunk. I was just racing, you know, like normal. I was trying to street race in the fucking highway. And look at this bullshit. Look at this shit. Totally useless. I hit and I fucking rolled on the ice. Fucking rolled down here. And now look at this piece of shit. I'm a street racing god. Fuck.
Street racing god. It's all Brianna Wu's fault. He flipped his car. Don't forget that. It's all Brianna Wu's fault. Let's see here. That shit's amazing. Thank you, Cecil. That is the funniest media Brianna Wu. And didn't she talk about it on a podcast? And she was like, yeah, this guy like flipped his car and blamed it on me, and she like took it seriously like an idiot. I do not respect Brianna Wu. Another fun fact, Kefflas' lawyer on the HGO filing didn't have any experience regarding human rights law. No way. Appeals, arbitration, commercial litigation, constitutional liens, defamation, defines civil claims, employer labor fraud, theft, injunctions, personal liability, and negligence. Well, they have negligence, but it's not human rights violations. Like, that's super funny. The mediator does not decide the application. He or she will consider what you say and look at the documents provided to help find a resolution that is satisfactory to both sides. You will need to sign a confidentiality agreement before the mediation. If you settle a case in mediation, you and other parties have to complete a settlement form. So, essentially, they weren't going to go anywhere, and from what I understand, they were going to settle with the police using this form. So they weren't going to do shit. They weren't going to do shit. It wasn't going to go anywhere. This was all free. This filing is free. There's no money that you put into it unless it goes to a trial, which it didn't. The HRTO will issue a letter to acknowledge the settlement and close the file. If you can't reach the settlement, the file will be processed and may be placed in queue to be scheduled for a hearing. Oh, wait, this is my favorite part. Mediation at an HRTO is a voluntary process. You are encouraged to mediate. If one or parties is not interested in trying mediation, the application will go directly to hearing. Let's keep going here. Unfortunately for Kefflas, the HRTO sets a deadline of 1 year after initial filing for the hearing. So there are statute of limitations to file a human rights complaint. This is the best part. Kefflas' application was filed on April 10th, 2023. The deadline for the hearing was a month ago. And there has been no evidence of a hearing. That's incredible. How long does the tribunal process take? Because she waited until the last minute. Remember, Kefflas waited until the last minute to file this. Last minute. The goal of the Human Rights Tribunal for Ontario is holding the hearing within 1 year of the application being filed. Many applications are resolved earlier through negotiations between the parties or through tribunal's mediation process. We haven't heard anything about mediation. We haven't gotten confirmation that her application was accepted. We haven't even heard about the letter she was supposed to receive right away. And all of these things are long past due. I'll now catalog everything we have heard. So let's pull this up. Where did that go? There's so much information. The next we would hear about the HRTO case was in October 2023 when the London police concluded an investigation into the sexual assault allegations by Kefflas, where she blatantly and unapologetically slandered the police. I'm going to say it. I believe, before I get sued, that she slandered the London police services for this sexual assault that happened to her. I genuinely believe that she slandered the police. So keep that part in mind. Made her application. And notably, the London police were made aware of the allegations through media, not the HRTO. So this is the funniest part. She files for complaint against the department, right? You think if somebody sexually harassed you, excuse me. You think if somebody sexually harassed you, you would want to put that a part of your human rights complaint? But no. She had to go on the media circuit and say that the cop touched her and said, yep, that's a woman. Why not put a part of that? Why not put that a part of the official filing? It's almost like it's bullshit. It's almost like it's fake. Let's see here. Claire Sorrenti, 29, lodged an Ontario human rights complaint against London police in the spring seeking $125,000 in damages. This is a cash grab. This woman is a whore for money. A whore. She's worse than like any of the most... That's for my people. But, like, they are money hungry. They are the most money hungry content creator I have ever seen. I've seen a lot of people be incredibly money hungry, but this is another level of money hungry that I've never seen from somebody. If your entire goal is to actually make effective change in a police department, suing them for money maybe isn't the best option. Okay. Dignity loss of income and special damages. I didn't realize you could sue and get money for loss of dignity and hurt feelings. That's an interesting one for me. In the claims, Kefflas alleged a female officer pressed her hand against her breast during her arrest and said, yep, it's a she. London police learned about the SA allegations from a media report on April 23rd. So, why wasn't that a part of the, Kefflas, serious question. Why wasn't that a part of the complaint? Why wasn't that a part of the complaint, Kefflas? Why? Why wasn't it part of the complaint?
Internet streamers in general don't deserve rights.
No, I deserve rights. If you're an asshole internet streamer, you deserve no rights. I'm just a guy. I'm just a man that sits here and entertains you. That's all I'm here for. I don't think of myself anything more than that. And notified Ontario's Police Watchdog Special Investigations Unit, SIU, according to the report, Deputy Paul Banson will present Thursday. The SIU Director, Joseph, notified London Police on August 22nd that there would be no reasonable grounds to proceed with a criminal charge, and the case was closed. The London Police Professional Standards branch launched into the conduct of the officer along with the related policies and services, the reporter says. So again, they were not aware that an SA happened during this altercation. So interesting that Kefflas hides that from the police that she's complaining to. The investigation itself is irrelevant. Excuse me? Personally, I am always skeptical of internal police investigations anyways. Okay, so you're just retarded. You're just retarded. How do you not immediately throw that up there and go, hey, this thing isn't a part of the human rights complaint that Kefflas put in? The cops didn't know anything about it. But yeah, I'm skeptical of police internal investigations. Are you experiencing racism in my chat, Cecil? That means it's doing the right thing. No jokes, please, God. I don't need somebody clipping that and be like, ChrisTheNarc allows racism. I don't need that bullshit in my life. Let's see here. Skeptical of an internal police investigation anyways. What's relevant is when reporting on the investigation's end, the London Free Press reached out to Kefflas' lawyer for comment and got this. Here we go. Anti-Italian elf racism. You're an Italian elf? Rough. I bet you're not even a real Italian, Cecil. I bet you don't even like the gabagool. Lawyer Justin, who is representing Kefflas in the human rights case, declined to comment on the internal London police and SIU investigations. We are unable to comment other than to say we will continue to be seeking justice before the Ontario Human Rights Tribunal. I feel like if you're being asked, hey, where did this come from? Where did the sexual assault allegation come from? And the lawyer goes, we're not going to comment on that. That's not a good sign. Again, almost sounds like it was made up. Your birds in the background? Yeah, I have my window open. When given a perfect opportunity to update the public on the proceedings of the case, her lawyer gave us no indication the case had progressed at all. Not even as much as a confirmation that the application was accepted, despite the fact it definitely should have been by now. Interesting. The next time she talked about it would be on February 5th, 2024, where she said this: while this may seem like the case has progressed, take note of two things. Number one, she claims the process could take a minimum of 2 years. However, we know this isn't true. Two, she's being vague. Now, here is a screenshot, and I remember this screenshot of Willie right after he dropped his videos on Kefflas. Sick. How's the lawsuit going? Any updates? I can't believe that she tweeted this out like an idiot. Papers have been processed, and we are awaiting dates to appear in the tribunal. I'm told this could take a minimum of 2 years at best and 6 years at worst, depending on if it gets escalated to a higher judiciary body. The reason I ultimately decided to go with a human rights tribunal rather than a lawsuit. Yeah, okay, bullshit. She hasn't said the HRTO accepted her application, for example, merely that papers have been processed. Interesting wordplay. Interesting wordplay from the person that lies all the time. Interesting wordplay. Even more suspiciously, she deleted this tweet within 7 minutes of posting it. Please excuse my chicken scratch math with screenshots to prove this. Birds or drones controlled by Brianna Wu. So true. The drones are those. Yeah, so true. Let's see here. Papers have been processed. So this, between these time frames, I want to read this. She has, she deleted the tweet 7 minutes of posting. 10:05 a.m., 52 minutes, 45 minutes, deleted. Hey, Simpman made a cameo in this. Right after, 7 minutes. Sure, she definitely realized that she shouldn't have said that out loud. But she can't help herself. She's a lol cow. She can't help herself.
Controlled by Brianna Wu.
She can't help herself. It's impossible. Impossible for this bitch to control herself. My best guess, someone told her it was a bad idea to publicly lie about this. No shit. Which brings us to the third time she talked about it. Oh, wait. That's the last she ever talked about it. At least the last time I managed to catch. Remember, the deadline for hearing was a month ago. Also remember, by now, she's already long since spent the money allocated for the legal case. Her financials and frequent absences from streaming since going to rehab made it extremely unlikely she should come forward and pay the case out of pocket anymore. Although together, the evidence very strongly indicates that her case with HRTO died a long time ago. And yet has continued stringing everyone along, probably in hopes of staving off getting canceled, as she was clearly aware she was a risk of. This is unacceptable. Chris Thornton reports shall be legal when open and is unable to murder. So true. He really wants to go murder those birds. To reiterate, Kefflas lied about spending $20,000 on moving and recouping costs. Kefflas lied about putting a remaining $80,000 plus into a legal fund, and Kefflas is lying about the status of the case to this very day, keep people from asking questions about what she did with the money. So here's what we do. Report the
Chris
GoFundMe.
tormenting poor chef by leaving
Which-
the window open and unable to murder.
Which, I'm going to be real, yeah. The people that got their money scammed by Kefflas, they should report it and have that money sent back to them. I'm going to be honest, okay? But there is a full comprehensive breakdown on where the money went, where it's gone, what to do with it, how she fumbled the bag with it, everything. So that is a full comprehensive breakdown other than the Muta video. And it's actually somebody out of Kefflas' camp and Tipster's camp who said that. So my question to Tipster, genuinely, dude, this is me being real. This isn't me like trolling. This is me like asking you directly. After telling myself, Siley, other creators, that Kefflas told you something and told you information that changed your perspective on this situation, come forward with what she told you. If it genuinely changes the public narrative of the GoFundMe situation and there's evidence to back that up and prove it, I will hear it out unbiasedly. But I know you won't. I know you won't. I know for a goddamn fact you will not do that. You will not do that. Look up the GoFundMe rules on fraudulent fundraisers. Link it to me. That's what you're here for. But like, I swear to God, if Tipster can provide a comprehensive story, breakdown, and evidence to prove that everything that this person and Muta said is false, I will rescind what I've said. I'll rescind it. I will rescind it. Genuinely, I will rescind it. But I know that won't happen. I'm betting on a win. I already know the chips are stacked in my favor here. Nothing's gonna happen with that. Tipster has nothing. Okay. Let's get into some fun stuff after we went over the full GoFundMe breakdown. So this was my favorite thing. So right here, as you can see, Kefflas calling Just a Worm's art transphobic. Now, Just a Worm, I hope you're watching, because not only are you getting support from us, the farms, other artists, other YouTubers that have nothing to do with this situation whatsoever, you're also being protected by Twitter in of itself. The Twitter community has community noted Kefflas' tweet. I need to see this. Donor protection, the GoFundMe giving guarantee. GoFundMe protects your donation. We guarantee donors a full refund in the rare cases something isn't right. Yeah, flat. You know what? All the people that got donated that want their money back, report it. Report it. Get your money back. And if it doesn't work, demand that Kefflas garnish their donos and like child support to you. On top of that, they also defended Worm here. The artist draws everyone in this unflattering style. Any similarities to transphobic images are simply a coincidence. Just a Worm, please come back. You not only have us backing you up, you have the Twitter community notes backing you up, you have other artists backing you up, you have the farms backing you up. I think you have more support as an artist than any other artist I have ever seen that has been falsely canceled before. Please come back. Please come back. Please come back. We miss you, buddy. You're a good man. You don't deserve this. Let's get into my favorite part of the stream. Okay? This is my favorite part. We're going to go over r/YouTube drama and the reactions that they had to the Kefflas video dropping. Okay? This is going to be my favorite part of the stream until we get to the Brianna Wu stuff. Now listen. If you don't know, I am not the biggest fan of r/YouTube drama. All of those people are degenerate freaks that I genuinely believe can go like that to themselves. You know, like all of them. Just a lot of that going on would just be a net positive to society. But this is levels of stupidity I have never seen before. I genuinely thought the H-Bomber guy shit was AIDS and Brainy Biscuit was AIDS, but this got ramped up to a whole nother level. A whole nother level. And to the subreddit fans that are going to be mad at me covering this and putting usernames and everything in here, do this. Just do that for me. That'd be great. So Provolone Cheese starts this off. This is one of the most insane posts I have ever seen. They're proof that Doe Jangles is a Nazi. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the r/YouTube drama subreddit has been calling Doe Jangles a neo-Nazi because of shit posts. So just understand what kind of mental capacity we're dealing with here. We're dealing with short bus people. We're dealing with people that eat their socks, their underwear. You can't put something sharp near them because they'll stick it in their eye on accident. You know, we're dealing with retards. So let's keep going. Mutahar's wife, Doe Jangles, co-host of Real World Sickos. Solid podcast. You guys should watch Real World Sickos. I did want to talk. I forgot that Doe DM'd me a while back about Real World. I would love to go on that show. Doe, if you're watching, I accept your invitation. Let's see here. Claims that the accusations of her neo-Nazism are baseless. So this is a screen recording of her endorsing the use of Aryan and Nazi in reference to herself. Guys, if you make a joke that you're an Aryan Nazi, does that automatically mean now that you are a Nazi? I didn't realize that that's all it took. Watch. I'm going to make you all Nazis right now. My entire chat is filled with Nazis. Sorry, guys. According to this asshole, you're all a Nazi if you agree with that. You're all a Nazi. You're all Nazis. According to that logic right there, you're a Nazi if you agree with that. I'm seeing so many people say true in my chat right now. Don't fuck. Fuck. Here we go. Don't say Heil Chris. That's so fucking cringe. Oh my god. If absolutely nothing else, I thought this would be useful to record with a refresh page as a visible time/date to prevent any backpedaling or feigned ignorance. Edit. Funny to see just how much hateful junk I had to scroll through before finding them, lol. Kill yourself. Actually do it. Your parents don't love you. If you're a father or a mother, your children hate you. If you don't have children or parents and your grandparents only have you, they failed to raise you when your parents left you. If you were grown up in the adoption centers, if you got left behind as a child, I hope you were raped in there, you know. There we go, because you're too stupid to live. So let's keep... Gee, I hate these people, dude. I can't help it. Your father should have worn a condom. Oh, God. That was my LTG speech. There you go. Jokes, people. Jokes. I don't actually wish that upon anybody. Okay? I don't wish that upon anybody. Jokes. Before you get pissy. Editor, cut that out. No, this stream's staying up. Oh, what happened? I had something about Shogun that was really funny. Let's see here. Yo, 550 people. Yeah, thank you to all people watching right now. Your mom should have swallowed you. Your mom, your dad should have snowballed you into your mom. That's a joke that only a handful of people are going to get. Shogun. So this is another thing, right? This person is one of the people that were pushing that Mutahar was transphobic. Okay? This is one of the people. One of the people that pushed that Mutahar was transphobic and proceeded to argue with every single person in that Twitter thread.
07 for the Chris Reich.
Okay, Chris Reich. Christ. So this person has been on a tirade trying to defend everything. And it's complete bullshit. They're retarded. So Shogun got some good tweets here, but I want to show you guys how stupid these people are that are defending Kefflas, okay? Bruh, you people derailed the Muta video instead of engaging with his critiques with the Catboy Ranch stuff and the GoFundMe money. You guys spent the whole day arguing about a thumbnail, making the artist deactivate Twitter, who did nothing wrong, but doing his job. So let's read over some of these screenshots real quick.
Whoa! Hail Chrysler slash.
Okay. Hail Chrysler is fucking crazy. It's some crazy shit. Relax. Relax! We're not Nazis here. This isn't a Nick Fuentes rally, bro. Calm down. Dawn. Streamer fans are fucking stupid. You guys have this crippling inability to think beyond the false dichotomies because you're so warped up in stan culture. She isn't a fan of Clara. Her objections were quite specific, yet you're all too dumb to grasp this. This is the person in question. They cannot comprehend that I'm not online enough to stalk people like they do. Interesting. I just got a DM claiming I'm being groomed by Kefflas. I am older than her. Why are you taking troll DMs seriously? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You took a troll DM seriously, you retard. You tagged me in something on Twitter about her. Okay. Let's see here. Honestly, at this point, so here's some other ones. We'll pull that up after. This is what happens when dumbass streamers screw up playing detective.
Hail Chef, the only true overlord of these streams.
So true. He is the only reason people come to watch. This is what happens when a dumbass streamer screws up by playing detective. I saw a lot of his brain-dead fans constantly call you a fan of her, too.
Cozy TV on YouTube.
I accidentally created Cozy again. I saw a lot of his brain-dead fans constantly trying to call you a fan of her, too. Here we go. These are the people that are defending Kefflas that don't know a goddamn thing. I've literally never watched her show or whatever she does. Then why the fuck are you chiming in on it, you fucking degenerate piece of human garbage that has a chin that looks like it could crack nuts? Like, stop it. Shut up. So what? I lie all the time. It's fun. I lie on here all the time to spark discourse that interests me. And it took them this long to catch on. Okay, so this person is a complete retard. This person's an idiot. This person's an engagement farming piece of human garbage. All right, so now we have some more stuff, okay? We're not even done with the r/YouTube drama. You know, we're going to go back. We're going to do it here. We're going to do it here. All right, here we go. We're just going to keep going on the YouTube drama subreddit shit, okay? We're going to keep going with this. LMFAO. Mutahar's wife, co-host of the Real World Circles, just openly replying and talking positively to a bunch of transphobic people and threads on her timeline. So apparently Nicholas Diorio is transphobic now. I didn't know when that happened. I've talked to Nick before. I don't think I've ever in my life thought that Nicholas Diorio is a transphobe. I'm pretty sure he's pretty accepting of trans people. This is very, very, very interesting that these people are trying to label everyone as transphobes right now. That's great. Let's keep going. Oh my God. Right-wing reactionary bigot breadtube leftists. Which way popular drama tuber channel? You've got to be shitting me. Instead of making estrogens from horse piss, they should make it from... Oh, okay, so this person's also degenerate. Great. Great. Good to know. Good to know that the TERFs person is a degenerate as well. Highlighted. What's wrong with what she says? I thought everyone agrees it's not okay to give any source of trans medicine to minors without any supervision. Negative 113 upvotes. That is crazy. I need to read this back. I need to reread this. Right-wing reactionary bigots or breadtube leftists? Which way, popular drama tuber channel? What's wrong with what she says? I thought everyone agrees it's not okay to give any sorts of trans medicine to minors without supervision. Oh my God. The amount of downvotes is crazy. I think Jalen would say Nicholas is transphobic. I don't even think Jalen believes that Nicholas is transphobic. There's no such thing as trans medicine, firstly. One of the overlooked casualties is stigmatization of potentially outlawing medicine like puberty blockers and HRT are the cisgender people who need those things like hormone imbalances. Medicine is just medicine. This person's retarded. Secondly, the idea that trans activists want to give children HRT is false.
Nicholas is transphobic.
This person is just straight up lying right here. The idea that trans activists want to give child HRT is false. Then what is Kefflas and her little friend doing in that Discord? What was that? What was that then? That's a trans activist right there. You said that the idea trans activists, well, one of them already did that idea. So what's Catboy Ranch then? I'm curious. Let's see here. HRT is false and propagated by anti-trans folk. The only medicine trans minors are allowed are puberty blockers, which are entirely safe. You did not watch the Muta video then, and it's very, 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 very fucking obvious. Are used on cis minors as well, and the only effect is delaying puberty, avoiding potentially deadly dysphoria. If you take one thing she says on its face, sure, she isn't saying anything wrong, but combined with all that other blatantly transphobic shit she's engaging and the added above context, it's pretty obvious what her intentions are. This person is a fucking literal dumb fuck. This person was dropped on her head as a child, and instead of picking him up, the mom just flung it, like it took his leg and just smacked it on the ground again. It was like, you know what? You didn't hit your head hard enough. Crack! Do you think doctors are just throwing boxes of HRT at minors and saying good luck? Let me clear things up. Oh, please, God, tell me somebody's smart here. No one is giving minors sex reassignment surgery. No one is forcing kids to be trans. And no one is giving kids HRT without educating them and their families on how it works and the safety like it. So what were Kefflas and Bob Posting doing then? Weren't they doing that? Wasn't Bob Posting doing that without family consent, without doctors, without anything? It was just all run in a Discord. You guys are idiots.
Whoa! These people have proof that stoop breeds true.
Yeah, very true. No one's giving minor sex reassignment surgery. Let's see here. All this shit is just made up by trans folks to use kids as an excuse for their bigotry. Okay, these people are fucking retarded. I actually am getting brain cancer reading this. Oh, wait. I'm getting brain cancer. So they just keep calling Doe a fucking... Hold on. I definitely missed something. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, roommate came home and the door opened for Chef. So I left it unlocked for my roommate. Just trying to pay that GoFundMe money back. Nice, Willie. I just posted that as a shit post, and people are probably going to take it seriously. Hold on. I need to pull up Diorio, because I think there was a bit more and I accidentally clicked off of it. Okay. Yep, here we go. There was definitely more. There was a lot more. Jesus. Oh, my God. Doe tweeting at Nicholas Diorio proves Muta's video is transphobic hit piece. No way. Chris linking the GC. Wow, shut up. Goes pushing DIY meth instead of DIY HRT. She would be in jail right now. I agree with that, Jerm. I agree. If she was actually like pushing like hard substances, she would be in jail by now. Let's see here. It's really weird. Wait, what is this? Check this out. one of the best parts. They're claiming that Kefflas' interaction with Myers. Stop. Is this on r/YouTube drama? Or is this on the Kefflas subreddit? Nope, this is r/YouTube drama. You've got to be kidding me. They're claiming that Kefflas' interactions with minors were faked by Kiwi Farms. What? How do you even come to that conclusion? How do you even say that so definitively? The Kefflas' interactions with Win seem tame, honestly. I assumed it would be some sexual stuff, but it seems that the posts were tame interactions with fans. Minors, not good, which was Mutahar's point. He didn't call her a groomer. He said it is inappropriate for somebody with an adult account to be interacting with minors. Okay? They put Maya make were valid, however. This isn't an excuse for Kefflas to speak the way that she did when she was with a minor. Ah, yes, the interaction faked by Kiwi Farms users makes a trans person look like a pedophile. No fucking shot. No shot. They actually wrote that. I don't think Kefflas is a pedo. But what she said to Maya was insanely inappropriate. But how do you know it was faked? Mutahar went on the Wayback Machine and got the screenshots. Oh, I can't wait to see the cope. I know it was faked because Kiwi Farms is known for faking things and make trans people look like pedophiles. Hey, do the Kiwi Farmers in chat, do you guys just spend your days faking shit on trans people? I feel like that's not true. I feel like that's not what Kiwi Farms only does. So like, I don't. Oh, this person's an idiot. But that's the thing, right? Is like real stuff is more fun than fake, right? Fake shit is bullshit. It never actually is entertaining. When it is forced drama or forced information, it's never fun. It's never actually fun. It doesn't carry that same punch. You know what I mean? Kiwi Farmers are more occupied arguing amongst themselves. Yeah, I've noticed. I've gone on there a few times for like research shit. I don't have an account before you start looking. I do not have an account. But I've been on there like once or twice to look up lolcow shit so I can make sure some timelines were correct. And you guys just love to fucking argue with each other. That's like 90% of Kiwi Farms is arguing with each other and uploading shit. Like that's all it is. I don't, Germ. I unironically do not. I don't think I'll ever have one. I just like perusing. I like apples, so you admit you hate oranges. We just want to fight, to be honest. True. You guys do want to do that. That doesn't mean those particular screenshots were faked. So you admit that his evidence comes from transphobes who had a hate boner against her for being trans. That's literally not what it is. Yeah, I know Smaggle has a verified account on Kiwi Farms because Smaggle's dumb and made an account. But like, this person's delusional. You see Null argue with the Kiwi Farmers about the cheese. Shit is funny. I don't think I saw that. Let's keep reading here. It's really weird how she chose to insert herself with this, which in my opinion confirms that Muta's video is a transphobic hit piece. You do realize that Muta's wife is a nurse, is somebody in the medical field that works with doctors that had to learn human physiology and what drugs could do on the human body. I'm pretty sure she's invested in this because she's concerned that a group of people are doing bathtub HRT and giving it to minors. And she's not a huge fan of people using homemade medicine. I'm pretty sure she's not a fan of that. Before anyone says partners, don't don't dictate what you believe in. You only date people you have who you're accepting of their beliefs. Dude, there are things that people I've dated before that me and them just fundamentally disagree upon, but we still love each other, or we still cared about each other. So like, I don't get this. It doesn't matter. I'm not going on a rant about this shit. I'm not going on a rant about that shit. Also, my food's almost here. One of my housemates made me ostrich shepherd's pie. Ostrich shepherd's pie. I am so excited to try it. One of my housemates made that, and I'm so excited. It sounds amazing, and I really can't wait. I'm not going to review the food. Thank you, Phoenix, for a gifted membership. Thank you, Mike the Bike, for re-upping 11 months. Muta's GF is a nurse, and Shapiro's wife is a doctor. Yeah, it's automatic Nazis. Yes, ostrich. I've tried kangaroo, ostrich, snake, gator. I'm like that kind of guy that if you like put any form of like protein in front of them, I'll eat it. I'm not going to review on my channel. I'm not pulling a Hassan and eating on stream. Let's see here. I generally don't know why either of them even involved themselves in this in the first place. Begging Muta just to keep talking about tech or his fake misinformed dark web videos at this point. Okay, so faked misinformed dark web videos. They're just lobbying allegations now. Cat's out of the bag. Wouldn't watch him now if he went back to his old content. He's clearly harboring transphobic views, supportive of it. And he is an unreliable narrator, even on someone like Kefflas, because whenever he gets critiqued, he pulls a Mama Max and accuses them of being a groomer. What? Who did he accuse of being a groomer? What the fuck? Wait, when has Muta ever accused somebody, if he's in a beef with, of being a groomer? When has that ever happened? I don't think I've ever seen Muta do that. Thank you, Musing Moose, for the 20, and congrats on your 20th super chat. I'll let that read out, but thank you, dude. I don't even know what Muta did. I don't think Muta's ever done that in his life. He said the person who doesn't like DIY HOT was groomed by Kefflas and friends. But did he, though? But he never insinuated that Kefflas was a groomer. If anything, he denounced Bob posting and shit on them and said that is disgusting. And what Kefflas was doing with the Catboy Ranch Twitter account was inappropriate. Two totally different things. Does Smaggle support Muta in this drama? Smaggle just hates the editing. Whoa! These people are retarded.
What happened to Worm is just like how YTD wanted to cancel Wendigoon after Bomb's video.
True.
Minor contributor to a video equals new target. How many times will YTD lead a harassment campaign until they get called out?
Yeah, true. Does Smaggle support Muta in this drama? Smaggle just hates the editing. Why is she claiming there is Shotokan on a DIY HRT box? Because she's transphobic. Wait, what? Wait a minute. wait a goddamn minute. I'm sorry. Why is this bitch claiming there's Shotokan on a box of HRT? Because there was! Have you not seen the photo? Because there was! Please, just fucking kill me. Just kill me. Just fucking kill me. These people are retarded. I can't take it anymore. She's a transphobe! I'm not pulling up the goddamn Shotokan. I'm not doing it. I'm not pulling up that fucking DIY HRT box. Yeah, do not believe your eyes. The thing that showed you what it is.
Muta in this drama?
Yeah, just don't, bro. Like, don't believe your eyes. Don't look it up yourself. Don't do any research. You already did once. Yeah, I already did once. I'm not doing it again. Do it, Bowplex. Fuck you. It's likely a reference to the Okonoko Pharmaceuticals, a controversial DIY HRT seller. OTK. Wait, what? OTK. One True King. Miskiff? Asmongold? Why are you selling DIY HRT? Pharma is controversial, as while their products are apparently very high quality, the packaging and overall branding is very cringe. Anime characters in the box keep out of reach of parents. OTK Pharma is listed on the DIY HRT directory, which Kefflas promoted. So, excuse me, it's not high quality when they got shut down by basically the UK's version of the FDA. That it was actually cooked in fucking bathtubs, like, unironically. So, excuse me, they're not high quality products. OTK is a pharma listed on the DIY HRT directory. Muta condemns DIY HRT in the directory. He goes to the OTK pharma. Having anime girls on their packaging doesn't indicate that there's pedophilia involved. Okay, these people are pedophiles. I'm saying it. I'm pulling a Mama Max. Guys, stop talking about the scam and the grooming. Doe used the slur. Mutahar's partner using some colorful language in response to detractors. She used the word retard. Oh my god, they must absolutely hate my live streams. They must absolutely hate my live streams then. That's fucking crazy. Let's keep going. Chud Logic tweets this out. Of all things, the detailed Mutahar's video r/YouTube drama autistically focuses on some minor aspect of the video, and 2 threads pop up to talk about it. Then a trans person is making a thread calling out Kefflas, and all of a sudden, a thread focused on the important part pops up. Hey, to all of the pieces of human shit that didn't listen to Muta and then went with a trans person, you're cisphobic. You're cisphobic. You hate cis people. If you're I'm gonna play the game that you play. You're cisphobic. You won't listen to a straight Indian man with a trad wife. You won't listen to that. Then you're cisphobic. You hate straight people. You won't listen to a strong, independent cis man when they put out the evidence, but they'll listen to a trans person. They're clearly racist. They won't listen to Mutahar, a strong, independent Indian. Mutahar finally finishes video on Kefflas. It's 93 minutes long and no timestamps. It basically covers stuff between Kefflas and Destiny and Dragon Destiny Kiwi Farms account. Into this, Muta does not paint the Kiwi Farms owner in a good light, by the way. Just wanted to throw that in here. You're joking, but it's true. Along with discussing some other stuff Kefflas has been accused of, like the GoFundMe situation, Catboy Ranch Discord server, along with the other drama scandals she's gotten herself into. Twitter, user Win has brought up during Muta's video on Kefflas, admits Muta never got her side of the situation, and is annoyed how Muta low-key implied Kefflas groomed her. Not true. He never implied that Kefflas groomed this individual. He said there was an inappropriate conversations happening publicly on Twitter. He never said the word grooming. He never said that. I'm not going to read that. Muta addresses not reaching out to Win in person with who Kefflas interaction with. His response, takedown video. Win then responds. If you believe interacting with a minor online with any flirtation, then you're severely wrong and should be investigated. Based and red-pilled. Okay, so this is how the Kefflas subreddit is handling all of this stuff. If you were curious, so r/Kefflas is doing a very, very poor job at sweeping this under the rug. Just say no. Just say no. 1 hour and 33-minute long is a long time. Do something more productive than watching a YouTube video about streamer drama that everyone is going to forget about in a week. Work out, do art, play violin. Hey, retards! You're scamming, DIY supplying, dipshit, psychomotor retarded streamer engaged in drama. So, please, stop pretending that you're better than everyone else. You follow a streamer that does all of those things. And you all got scammed. Your money got taken from you. Your dignity. Your trust. everything was taken from you. And you are just going to pretend like that's not what's happening? Okay. 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 Fuck you. Now we're in my favorite part. Okay? This is going to occupy most of the stream. Okay? Shit. This is going to occupy most of the stream. Okay? Backstory. Now Recording. Shout out to Now Recording, by the way, for hitting 3,000 subs on their YouTube channel. If you guys are a fan of Spurg drama / commentary drama, you guys are more than willing to subscribe to Now Recording. I love these guys. I'm cool with a lot of them. They're very funny people, and they like to bully me as much as I'm like whatever. It's all in good fun. I love those guys. So Brianna Wu was watching their segment on Kefflas. They were going over Spurg name member Lily and going over Tipster and Kefflas and the responses that they had. They pulled up Brianna Wu's now deleted tweet that basically said something about, what was the words I'm looking for here? It was basically trying to make the situation with Kefflas political about how we need like gender affirming care and all that fucking shit, right? Which, whatever, I don't care what your politics in line with that. I don't care if you want that or not. I'm just saying that when there's a current conversation happening that somebody that you know in your camp was supplying minors with bathtub estrogen and stole $100,000, maybe try not to make it about politics. But that's just Brianna Wu. That's just Brianna Wu being Brianna Wu about shit, because Brianna Wu is retarded, but they call into the show, and Muta, Nicholas Diorio, and Keemstar all call into the show, and they have a conversation with Brianna Wu. Okay, this isn't a dog pile. This isn't blood sports. I'm just warning you all. I genuinely believe Brianna, throughout most of this, was sweeping for Kefflas, but didn't realize what she was saying until later on, which normally Brianna just backtracks whenever she's put into a corner. So, I don't really believe the bullshit that she's tweeting out right now, but hey, you know what? If she disavows Kefflas because of the scamming, then I'm cool with it. But I need to show you this before I show you the tweets, okay? Because this was AIDS. Also, shout out to Reese in chat who mogged Brianna.
Hello, hello.
What's up, Brianna?
Hello?
Brianna? Yeah.
I never liked YTD.
Some people are gonna have some.
Now I'm
Hello, hello.
YTD
What's up, Brianna?
is
Hello?
more
Yeah.
than an infiltrated community with no morals.
Never liked YTD, but I used to it. Now I'm convinced YTD is nothing more than infiltrated. Nice.
At least Brianna, where?
Oh. You didn't think it was me? I'm not a YouTuber, dude. Why would I have, like, that YouTube channel is like my pinball machine malfunctioning and showing, like, clips to technicians. So, yeah, that's
I
what
don't know anything about. I don't know anything about. I know you were big during Gamergate, so
Yeah.
I figured you were just had like a big YouTube channel or something.
No,
okay.
I've never been a YouTuber at all.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I just want to warn you, we are not the kind of guys to have like the trans conversation with. We're kind of except.
This is like the last group that you could have the trans conversation with, okay? This is like the last group of people that you can have a conversation about trans issues with, okay? I love these guys. They're very funny. But Beavers is not the guy to have that conversation with.
Rebecca.
No worries. Yeah,
So
let's
It's mostly it's mostly Beavers.
listening to your show. Just
Yeah.
listening to your stuff.
So if you want to give your or clarify, you're welcome to. Right?
Oh my god. No, I think you're right. I mean, like a lot of people, Jenny was telling me she thought that statement came off as defending Kefflas, and I think that's fair criticism. I obviously can't defend any of the shit in that video. I contributed to Kefflas GoFundMe.
I want you to pay attention to that part, okay? She goes, I don't think I could defend any of that shit in that video, implying that she watched the video in full. Okay? Seriously. To be fair, Chris, yeah, and I give her respect for going in there and nutting up and going up against Muta, Diorio, and Keemstar. I give her full props. This isn't going to be me completely and utterly beating the shit out of Brianna Wu. I need to emphasize that. As much as I love the idea of just going on a fucking rant about Brianna Wu, she does horrible in this exchange until the end. And then Reese just mogs her. But at least she realizes it later. I give her credit for coming to that conclusion later on, okay? But in this moment, I was pretty pissed watching this shit.
It was disappointing to see how some of that was spent. So I don't know.
See, this is the thing. Disappointing to see how some of that was spent. All of this stuff has been out forever. People knew that she was doing not what she said she was doing. And all of these people blindly allowed it to happen. People like Demon Mama, Xander Hall, Brianna Wu, fucking everybody on the leftist sphere allowed Kefflas to operate unimpeded for all of that. And they said nothing. They just let it happen. Like, and she, Brianna Wu, runs a group known as Progressive Victory. This group is all of the leftist creators working together to bring on change for the liberals or whatever.
Kefflas fan.
You are gay. Matt, I gave you guys props and you come into my chat and try to talk shit right now? You try? You dare? You dare. You dare to do that. You crippled fuck.
Just wanted to say, like, I obviously can't defend that. Don't defend that. I just, like, watching it, I wanted to see a sentence from him just acknowledging that, healthcare for minors is being dismantled in the United States. And to me, it's exactly like abortion. If you take away women's access to legal abortion, they're going to go get it in a...
See, this is the anger that I had in this exact moment. Right here. When I heard those words. Where it was like, the minute she started to turn this into a political thing and tried switching it into a political conversation, that's not what we're here for. Stop it. This is your politics brain. These people are politic brain to the fucking worst degree. I hate it. Fucking hate it.
Legal ways, and I think the same thing is true for minors. So, if we're serious about keeping kids safe, because I don't want any of these kids to do DIY hormones, right? We've got to get really serious about funding this area of public policy, if that makes sense.
Can I ask you, like, I would 100% agree with you, but my thing would just be, I just disagree with the money should be spent kind of deal, right? Like,
how do you mean?
I personally don't think, right, that you should allow them to alter their bodies in such a way, right, at that young age. For example, I'm all for funding, mental health specialists, stuff like that, or programs to help them cope with it in that way until they are older and they can, you know what I mean? That would be my approach. But again, I'm not a doctor kind of deal.
So a lot of people think that you can, like, to use your words, chop your dick off before you're 18, and that's just not true. Like, they will do things to stop it from, like, permanently screwing up your body.
But this is the thing, right? If Kefflas is known to... Kefflas and Bob Posting are known to be running a Discord server where they're showing these kids how to start hormones early. And you are aware of that. And you are saying that it is, kids should be left alone sort of thing. Why did you allow Kefflas to go unimpeded? Oh, wait. I forgot. You're on your Burn the Progressive arc right now, which is very convenient for you. Incredibly convenient timing for all of this.
But, like, the really big stuff, you do have to wait till you're of age. And I think people are just under a misimpression about that.
Fun fact, Wu worked with it. Yeah, I've seen the President Sunday streams. It's President Sunday is fucking funny, dude. He's fucking funny.
So I got some general questions about this whole Kefflas stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. I was DMing Beckett questions. I was feeding him questions. One or two questions. He got one off, and I was very happy about it.
Let's see. I mean, you said you gave money and you supported, while at the same time, a lot of people were calling out Kefflas' general actions, her actions towards Destiny. I mean, you seem to be on good terms with Destiny. How do you, like, equate those two things?
Well, one of the things I try to do here is not get involved in drama as much as I can.
I try not to get involved in drama as much as I can. Proceeds to go on a WIC panel and talk about President Sunday. But okay, I'll let that go.
So, look, I like Destiny a lot. I consider him a friend. I'm friends with a lot of the Orbiters, right? And it really seems to be like everybody's been telling me this whole time, like, Kefflas has some issues, right? And
what are these issues? What are these issues? Chris being a little weasel? I don't think you understand that I pull the strings sometimes. Sometimes. Once in a while. Once in a while, I'll pull a string or two when I need it. Once in a while, I'll pull a string. Once in a while.
Just tried to stay out of it as much as I can.
Hold on, I didn't finish my rant. Why? What are these issues? What is the trauma? What trauma? Oh, I forgot. Banging on a door equals trauma. Oh, Matt. Matt, let me leak it. You know what I'm talking about.
now, but there's some stuff here that clearly
See, now Matt's going to be in shock.
deserves an answer, and I hope we'll get that.
Do you like? I mean, have you seen like Tipster and his interactions with Kefflas and stuff? I believe there were some DMs at some point.
I mean, I've seen them interact. I mean, I used to consider Tipster a friend before he started going after me on Twitter and calling me Anna Kasparian. So, you know, I kind of don't know where that relationship is right now.
How do you not know where the relationship is? He obviously dislikes you because Kefflas dislikes you. I don't understand why there's any other conversation to be had there. There's no other conversation to be had. He doesn't like you. Like, that's really it.
I mean, you kind of watched him run this defense, and like the DMs leaked in this that he was like he'd have to think about defending Kefflas over a rape allegation, or if Kefflas actually something like. I mean, does that make you? But, I mean, does that make you question at all? Kind of like some of the people you've had previous interactions with on that side of the sphere, because like this has been called for years,
100%.
and like.
I think like anyone that looks at my Twitter can see October 7th really opened my eyes up about.
And now we're gonna talk about Israel Palestine because you're being asked why did you allow Kefflas to operate this long, seeing all these things, and now we're gonna talk about how the progressive left sucks. Thank you, Brianna. That's not the question.
A lot of stuff on the progressive side that I've just looked the other way on for a decade, right? And it's
I just look the other way. I just look the other way the whole time. This is a scam. This is somebody providing drugs to minors. You can't really look away from that just because they're a leftist.
at a point where I can't do that anymore. It's like I'm taking a blowtorch to my career and a lot of my friendships. But I'm not going to sit
Yeah, who's Palestine?
silent on a lot of this just crazy shit anymore. So yeah, and that includes things like this dynamic.
Did you have any other like general going on?
People in chat are asking me, what's your opinion on the whole Catboy Ranch Discord server thing?
So I want to be really honest with you and say when I watched that video, most of what I was thinking about was the fact that Maya was quoted so closely with that. Maya's a friend of mine. So I was just listening to like Muta talk about that dynamic. I'm just thinking like, you don't know Maya at all. Like you're taking the stuff she's saying here at face value and so dead seriously. And you don't know that she's
They're asking about the Catboy Ranch Twitter account and the fact that Kefflas was interacting with minors on an adult-only account in weird ways. Brianna, Kefflas literally ran the account. The question was, how do you feel about Catboy Ranch? Not how you feel about one person.
just hilarious, like saying stupid shit. Like she's essentially a 4chan kid, even though she's a like political professional in the Democratic Party. So that was my main thought about that section, how hilarious it was to be taking what Maya was popping off with on Discord so seriously.
Right. Okay. What's your opinion on? Oh, go ahead, Beavers.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask you. So I understand that not everybody's going to feel the same way.
Sure.
Blah 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 blah. But obviously, I'm not involved in the trans community whatsoever. Right? Outside
Smart,
spectator.
very smart.
Yes. The Muta video. Did you find that video transphobic?
Nope.
Like, no?
Nope.
So obviously everybody can feel different.
I'm going to be honest, based woo right there. Okay? Based woo. I don't find that video transphobic. It's not. It never was. It never was transphobic. Not a single part of it was transphobic.
But I just wanted to find out for somebody that's, you know, more
there's no
involved than I
feeling
am.
on that. There's no transphobia there. And there's some stuff I think he could have said a little bit more skillfully, but...
Skillfully in what sense? Skillfully in what sense, Brianna? Him saying that a sketchy website with somebody who's saying I enjoy pink pilling minors is a bad thing? Selling DIY HRT hormones to kids that has packaging that says keep out of reach of parents is a bad thing? I don't think he could have worded that any better.
It's so around the edges that who gives a shit? Like real talk, like the trans community has got to grow the fuck up and put their big boy pants on or big girl pants on, and accept that some people are gonna have some. Not everything is gonna be phrased in a way that is like community safe. Like it's absurd. Some of this stuff. I thought the thumbnail discourse was silly.
Thank
there's
you.
a way to draw.
At least Brianna Wu is smart enough to understand that discourse is fucking retarded. Thank God. When I heard this, like, initially, I thought she was going to be like, well, technically it looks like a bad... Thank God Brianna was just like, no.
A trans person to look ugly, which all of Muta Heart's videos do, and not have it be transphobic. I'm not aware of one. I think that's just the style, and you need to live with it. So, I think that entire discourse is unfounded.
All right.
Nice. So I mean, like,
where's even the legit argument that it was transphobic? I mean, he used her correct pronouns.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I may have to take a 3-second break. Okay, 3 seconds. I'm gonna throw on one of my videos. Okay, just one of mine. All right, 3 seconds. 3 seconds. I'll be gone. All right.
Several people related to hashtag Drop Kiwi Farms, including Kefflas.
I'm just gonna bring it here. Okay. So this just came from Nick's stream. Tea Party group chat. Keemstar, Augie, Bo Blacks, Nicholas Diorio, Turkey Tom, and Flamenco. Oh, look who it is. It's Tipster. Where's the Chris channel? I'm not big enough for them to give a shit. You know, that group chat wasn't that big of a deal, right? It was just us shit talking. I'm stealing Sean's thing. That's so funny that they made a text channel for that. They collected Xanaberry's tweets.
Her thread was created the next day, racking up page after page screw.
That's even funnier than I thought.
You're suing a man and you end it with a fucking dog hitting a fucking drum!
Oh, I'm fucking mad.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
It's out. It's out. It's out!
If anyone ever finds out about how I spent the GoFundMe, I am definitely getting canceled. Hello, guys.
Wait a minute. Look, okay, we're going to take a while to digest this video. Clara. I keep trying to think of how it depleted so fast. It's just so many things. Replacing furniture, helping my friends out, and buying new streaming gear. I knew it! She spent money on the streaming gear! If anyone ever finds out how I spent the GoFundMe money, I'm definitely getting canceled. Anyway, sorry for venting. I'm gonna go now. I'm still heading to Deagle lol. Dude! She left evidence of her saying that she fucked up the GoFundMe money. She bought furniture and purchasing shit for her friends? Oh, that's not what the money was for, you fucking whore!
Ever finds out about how I spent
We
the
back.
GoFundMe, I am definitely getting canceled.
We back. No more tipster. Go away. I am not the new Augie. Not even close. Dude, the shepherd's pie smells amazing. Bruh. Fuck, I'm hungry. Hassan moment? No, that was a Chud moment. That was a Chud logic moment where he leaves for a minute. Hold on. I want to see what it looks like. It's ostrich shepherd's pie. Ooh, that looks good.
Need new content, please help.
Thank you for the 2. Dude, this shit looks good. Look at that. Ooh. The fuck you get ostrich? Oh, there's a place in Buffalo that you can buy like exotic meats and shit.
He, advocated trans healthcare repeatedly. He denounced transphobia. He kept it focused on the issues.
Stop asking me to review the food. What the fuck? All right, unironically, I do want to try one bite. One bite. I'll pull a Hassan moment, but not have a video playing on stream. This shit does look good. Oh, that shit's so good. Oh my god. That shit is fucking amazing. Oh, I can't wait to eat the rest of that. Oh my god.
There's just no legit argument that was transphobic.
Yeah. Well, the argument is mainly based on the fucking the thumbnail.
Yeah,
the thumbnail, that's it. Like,
I don't want
to
blow your mind, but the trans Twitter conversation is sometimes not based on reality. I don't want to upset you, but that sometimes can be the case.
Right.
Oh, we're not crazy then. Awesome.
Screaming is ear rape. Gotcha. Is that not? Hold on, let me bring the mic down a little bit. There we go. Sorry about that.
My last question would be, what's your opinion on Tipster?
I think Tipster has some kind of psychology that makes him a super, super loyal friend. And I think
it's not a matter of friendship with Tipster. It's a matter of acceptance. It's a matter of him getting somebody that is okay with his weird ass shit. That's what it is. Brianna's doing it in the nicest way possible. She just wants to say he's a sad fucking loser that has no one else to hang out with on the internet.
It's part of the reason why he's really bonded with Kefflas. I think Kefflas trusts him, and I think Tipster really enjoys being trusted. And I think they do have a close relationship, and I think that's kind of beautiful because Kefflas, like her or hate her, she is someone dealing with a lot of trauma. And
what? Dude, in the chat, I was screaming, what trauma? What trauma? What is the trauma? A bunch of people on an internet forum posted her fart porn. Wow. Such horrible trauma to deal with. Such horrible trauma. You know, she continued to ignite that trauma every time that she doxed herself, so, you know.
I think she really worries. I think she looks for people to surround herself with that she can really trust. And I think they found that together. That said, I certainly have a blind spot with some of my friends, and it can cause me to miss things. And I think, Tipster has that in some ways as well.
So, like, okay, this is where I think I'd push back on you, because I don't think that's. I think Tipster desperately wants to have friends. From what I've seen, I don't think that's an out there take. But I think, it's like Kefflas has shown herself to be, and I think this is why she's a terrible person to have been platformed and pushed as hard as she was, as somebody who doesn't actually give a shit. Like with the Vosh stuff, Kefflas was quite happy to throw Tipster under the bus to save her own skin and then run away and leave him to clean up the mess. It's not something you do when you give a shit about somebody. And again, like, the signs were all there. So when you've got, like, in the future, are you now going to look at kind of like people who are, I don't know, getting that bit of activist clout and kind of like more carefully assess like the damage you could potentially do from like platforming and promoting these people? Because you're not a small voice.
I think that's a really fair criticism. And our mutual friend Jenny has really tried to bitch slap some sense into me lately about being a little bit more critical in how I evaluate people.
I don't know how you didn't have this sort of bar to entry originally. I don't know how you didn't have this bar to entry. If you're going to be running an organization that is important, and as a leader, you're somebody that needs to vet these people. A true leader actually cares. A true leader actually vets their people and makes sure that their people don't fuck up. You stay on top of that. And Brianna Wu allowed this to continue.
I think one thing that makes me good at my job in politics is I genuinely see the best in people. And I think when you're trying to lead, you reflect that back on people in a way that makes it's constructive for getting things done, but I clearly have a blind spot at the same time. So I think when it comes
a massive blind spot, a huge problem. Hopefully you'll learn from this.
To the progressive sphere after October 7th, I'm really having a realization that there's a lot of toxic shit that I've just been a part of that is not good for my country. I don't think it's good for your country. And I think we need an honest discussion about this. You can look at my Twitter every day. It's swear to God war. These progressives hate me now. And that's fine because I don't particularly like them either. So I agree with that assessment.
Do you think, do you think of the accusations that, like, in the most uncharitable way, because I want to stay slightly neutral for the purpose of this, like, of this Discord being a pink pilling zone, of trying to get vulnerable people who may have, like, other issues going on and being like, hey, have you considered that you're trans, and then pushing them in that direction, is a form, like, would you describe that as abusive?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you are opening yourself up to civil and criminal liability there.
Then why, if all of this stuff was already out there, why associate with her? Why allow this to continue? Why platform this person? If you knew all of those things, why? Why? Because she has a platform. Because she can get the message across. Because she was useful to the cause when she was useful. Let's just be really fucking honest here about that.
Don't do that. That's not something, you can't do it ethically. You can listen, like if you're a trans person, you can listen to a child, you can try to relate to a child. I suppose you could try to be a child's friend, but to push them to...
No, you lost me at be a child's friend. You're a grown adult. You cannot be a friend to a child. Stop it.
To transition, no, your only message should be, well, you need to go talk to a doctor, like leave that to professionals. That's not appropriate, period.
Okay.
I mean, do you disagree with that? Is there an argument on the other side of that?
That took my question away.
Sorry, Sally.
No, you're fine. You're doing a great job. I'm listening until I get to my question.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I think I'm...
Yeah. Well, here's my other question. It's got to do with Catboy Ranch. When Kefflas ran that Catboy Ranch
Did she run
Twitter,
it? Did she run it?
He was on that Catboy Ranch Twitter was Kefflas.
Okay.
And you saw how that person, which was Kefflas, ran that account. They talked highly inappropriate to minors that were interacting with that account.
So
it's in that video.
I'm not trying to be Weasley. I literally, like, when I watch long YouTube videos, I don't watch it the whole time.
Then why did you say throughout the video, I cannot defend the contents of it? Did you not, chat, did you not hear Brianna Wu say, I can't defend Kefflas because of the video, the contents of the video? And then Xylee comes in and goes, did you know that Kefflas ran Catboy Ranch, the Twitter account? And then Brianna was like, oh, long YouTube videos like that? I wasn't really, like, paying attention. Why did you say anything?
Listen to it, and if that was in there, I missed it. I will rewatch that and ask you about it later.
Sure. It'll be.
So, for the sake of this conversation, I will just take what you're saying is true.
Yeah, she talked very inappropriate to minors, and honestly, I think that's the whole reason why she was going after Kiwi Farms, because they already had it logged.
Well, I would say this. I think it is. I think you should not talk to minors in a way that implies anything sexual. I do have to say, so this is one of my issues with Mutahar's video, that if you spend any time in the trans community, it's just an irreverent place. It just is. It's a really incredibly dark sense of humor. We had a friend the other day that was thinking about committing suicide, and we were joking with her because she transitioned that we would like tell people that she was non-binary if she committed suicide, which is a terrible thing to say, but it's just this like dark humor that pervades the trans community. It's like people that have been to war, right? Like there's a very...
Yeah, we have dark humor like soldiers. I'm all for dark humor, but when you're doing comparison to soldiers that fought in the war, like, come on, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, actually.
Community, dark humor is all throughout it. I get
100%. So I think like one of the things that was ironic watching Mutahar's videos, he's taking
went against Vorsh's folder.
Yeah, I know, right?
All these comments so seriously, and I'm just like, I hear what you're saying. Ideally, you should not talk to minors like that, but this just is the community. And like, yeah, I'm 46, and
it's just the community. I feel like that's not a good thing for the community to be doing. With minors in general. Hold on, I just gotta re-listen to this.
Videos, he's taking all these comments so seriously, and I'm just like, I hear what you're saying. Ideally, you should not talk to minors like that, but this just is the community.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't talk to minors. Don't talk to them. It's not that hard. Like, I get what he's saying, but like, that's just the community. Your community has problems. Stop it.
And, like, yeah, I'm 46 and I still talk. I talk like this, right?
Yeah, and I get what you're saying, but you need to go watch that video because there was a picture that she tweeted out with a child like under a desk or whatever talking about big dicks.
Okay. Fair enough. I can't defend that.
I can understand dark humor. I can definitely understand dark humor. Again, I'm part of the commentary community. These guys are rough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, we're not that bad. Xylee's exaggerating a little bit. Do we make the occasional Hitler joke and rape joke? Absolutely. We do. We do. We're not that bad. Like, come on. We're not horrible, you know?
You know, but at the same time, when it comes to children, I'm not playing.
I completely agree. You should stay away from children if you're an adult, 100% with all of them.
Deb, why were you saying this is just the community then? If your position is nobody should be hanging out with children or talking to children, maybe don't start off the conversation with, well, that's just the community.
It's not a game. It's I think there is a tendency that pervades a lot of online spaces. Excuse me, I'm a little bit hoarse today. I think there's a tendency with online spaces to really dance past real world issues and to treat it like it's a game. And I have to say, as someone who actively avoids lawsuits, like I try to live a lawsuit-free lifestyle, it amazes me some of the things people do and say just because it's so actionable. And, you know, doing this stuff with children, it's just a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And, you know, I don't know. It's the last quarter of that video. It has to do with the Catboy Ranch and up, and watch it. Just watch it.
I'll go back and watch that again. I was, yeah, 100%.
Because I'm like you. I'll listen to videos first and then I'll watch them because that's what I do. I do react content. So, I mean, I get that, but definitely watch that last half and you'll see the tweet, not just what he's reading out and it's saying. Just watch it because it's It made me very angry. I was holding back tears. I was so angry.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I guess I'm just saying, like, you know, the trans community is super irreverent, and I think it's really hard to take. I think that you can't take any statement, like, we all agree on the minors issue, but it's just, you can't take all this stuff deadly seriously. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, but I think like you said, you acknowledge that you're opening yourself to a lawsuit. It's not really appropriate. But I think the difference
and not
between...
a civil lawsuit. I'm talking about going to jail. Like, that is entirely reasonable to imagine the police coming and charging you with what would it be, corruption of a minor? I mean, shit, poisoning.
I'm not gonna lie. Brianna's cooking in this part. The rest of it's been dog shit. But like her saying that these people like would most likely be arrested for corruption of a minor, based. Just a little bit. We have to be objective, chat. We have to be objective.
Them like medical intervention. Jesus, I don't even want to think about it. Like, don't do this. Like don't do that.
It's like the one minor that was taking the DIY. The one minor, their levels didn't even change.
Right.
Well, then something was wrong with something that they learned how to get on the web. You know.
But the point that I was going to make is it's a little bit different. You're saying that the trans community, at least online, just makes these jokes or whatever. But I think the real issue with it is like
she is talking out of both sides of her mouth right now. I agree, she is, but that was a base sentence.
Okay, I'm in the commentary community. I tell some really fucked up jokes sometimes, right?
Sure.
But I don't interact with minors.
No, I don't either.
Right, that's one of the issues.
Oh, Willie finally uploaded the video on Hassan. That'll probably be like a tomorrow Chris video.
With that is you make jokes like this, you do things like this, and then you're trying to be a safe haven. A lot of them, right? And it's not appropriate.
I think that's fair. I think it's challenging. You know what? I think the kindest thing I would say here is Twitch.
Bullshit, you can't misgender. Get away from misgendering Chris Chan in that community. Dark humor, my rumpus. Yeah, that is true. They get mad if you don't respect Chris Chan's pronouns, which, if you know anything about Chris Chan, they became a woman so that they can get closer to lesbian women. Like, they literally did that. Why would I respect someone's pronouns that literally said, I want to try and have sex with lesbian women?
Does have an extremely young...
That is a man. That is a man. Chris Chan is a man.
Audience, right? And I think it's got to be really challenging to be a public figure. Like, I have a member of my family that's a huge Kefflas fan. She transitioned, a long time ago. She was underage, and it's like that just is kind of the people that are going to be reaching out to talk to you. So, like I said, I didn't see this part of the video. I can't assess if it's true or not, but I think it's probably got to be challenging for anyone on Twitch to avoid interacting with minors. That would be my guess.
On Twitter, though?
I talk to people all day long on Twitter. I don't know how old they are.
That's not good.
Okay.
Well, but I also don't tweet sexual stuff at strangers.
Yeah,
because I've been married for 16 years.
Well, but these stories coming out of like leftist discords, and like to keep this simple for people who don't know Twitch poll as well, but like you and I both know names of people who have had a wide range of accusations against them of having minors in their discords with no role control, sometimes actually actively knowing that they're minors, sharing not safe for work art, having sexual.
But I was about to say they should timestamp this shit. Let's see here. Let's skip ahead to the Muta call.
Hello.
So Muta calls in here. So Beckett kind of like pressures her a little bit more. Now we're getting the Muta confrontation.
Hello.
I just kind of slipped in. I heard.
No, we had the door wide open.
Don't worry. Look, I just got home this whole weekend. I'm out in like fucking Pennsylvania and shit, and I just managed to. I got home like I want to say like 30 minutes ago.
Right.
But yeah, so it's just been a wild weekend. You know, like transphobia.
I really liked. I enjoyed your video, and I appreciate
I will say, like, I read through messages that you sent me just now, and I kind of want to talk about like the DIY HRT stuff a little bit,
sure,
to kind of like correct, or not just like sort of establish more. I would say flesh out what my thinking is.
Go ahead.
I am somebody that is very much a live and let live kind of guy, right?
Sure.
My only problem with any of this kind of stuff is, I talk to 3 medical practitioners primarily, and Dad, my wife. They're all people that will say anything DIY, any type of medication, they don't recommend, right?
That's the thing that r/YouTube drama doesn't understand, is that Muta's family is predominantly like medical professionals. They won't acknowledge that, but they'll call Doe a transphobe for not being cool with DIY.
Sure. I don't recommend it either, 100%.
And my thing is always, so people kind of look at any video I make with the lens of U.S. politics, which is why I also bring U.S. as I mentioned. But my view on this is very much from like a Canadian perspective, which isn't perfect, but it's certainly a lot better than some states in the United States for sure. So my thing is, look, as long as something is 100% safe, and I guess one of the things I probably should mention is like gender dysphoria, these things are real, valid, like fucking classifications. Any doctor will say that.
Sure.
I just wish that there was a system, and it's one thing I advocate for, is like, if you want this to be accepted and legal and no issues, then that's the only hurdle to cross. I don't think that until then there should be any form of, or there shouldn't be the other extreme end that should be promoted, right? Like,
oh my god, no, 100%.
But you see, like, this is the issue, right? Muta is literally explaining his position, and retards on Twitter and fucking Reddit will not accept that. At least Brianna Wu, even though I dislike Brianna, at least she understands the position that he's coming from. That he's like, there needs to be a better system if we are going to do something like this, but it shouldn't be to, like, kids.
Like,
yeah,
like we shouldn't be throwing the toaster oven in the fucking bathwater and like playing Risk. But I do think that there should be some middle ground. There should be some discussion. There should definitely be like a state agency or doctors getting together to do more research on this kind of stuff and coming to a thorough conclusion.
Sure, Minahar, but this is a minor criticism, right? Like directionally, I don't have a problem with anything you said in the video, and you're right. This is a U.S. centric point of view that I'm giving to you, but it is swear to God war, political war on trans children right now. Even legally through gender clinics, there's a massive operation to shut all of that down. And I want to be really clear. Like, I don't think the system is working very well. I think it needs to be overhauled. I think the safeguards that are in place are not functioning very well. I was really astonished with one study that showed only 79% of people going to gender clinics and getting HRT meet the WPATH standard, which blew my mind. So, like, it's clear something's got to change. But I just felt like there's this context in your video that you're criticizing DIY. And I think from the trans
DIY is bad
community's point of view, it's like, the Democratic Party is not making like trans healthcare access a really big priority, right? It's under attack by the Republicans. So I think trans people are going, you know what? Legal help to get all this stuff is not here. We're going to have to turn to illegal stuff. And that's just the context I thought.
Dude, I would literally say that back alley abortions are also bad. DIY hormones are also bad. Like what? Yes. I don't care if you believe in abortions or not, I'll personally say, listen, if you want to make it legal and you want it, fine. I have no issue with that. I'm a c'est la vie kind of person, right? I really could care less. But back alley things, DIY things is bad. DIY medication, DIY medical procedures are bad. Point blank period. There's no argumentation there for me. None.
Is missing from your video, which I think is a pretty nuanced like criticism.
I mean,
yes, you need a medical professional.
Look, I can see that angle of it for sure. It's just honestly, it is tough from any perspective to like sort of bring the DIY. It's hard to like, I guess, sort of watch that for. Here, look, the reason why this video also took really long to make is I've kind of been like testing, I've been focus testing with the people in my life, friends, family, whatever. And I brought up this idea, and never has. It's always sort of brought fear, especially amongst like new parents and everything too.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where, like, how do you bring this kind of topic up, and how do you introduce it? Like, and then you get into other extrapolations, like, hey, if we allow this, what about tattoos, drugs, whatever? Like, it's such a massive like minefield. So it's like, for me. And look, the trans people that I've talked to before making this video, one of them was Cherry, who, I used some of her messages in it. The whole discussion was, look, when you're under the age of like 18 or something, right? When you're like fucking, I guess, a kid, you eventually go through a change in your body that can't be reversed. And if you never wanted to have that change to begin with, well, now you're just fucking stuck in some way. So it is such a minefield quagmire thing that trying to have a healthy discussion about it, which is not, again, the central focus point of it. My whole focus point was, hey, listen, if you're going to get on Discord and start introducing this kind of stuff, I really feel like parents, governmental agencies, every party should be involved. And look, I know the world's perfect, right? Like, if you brought this stuff up to like a family in like, conservative land.
But you see where the argumentation is right now. They're arguing like the political angles. They're arguing the DIY HRT. They're arguing all these things. This is the part of the stream that I really want to focus in on. Because Keem came in and the whole chat groaned. And I had a question for Beckett that Keemstar basically just directly asked Brianna Wu. And I'm like, thank Christ Keemstar asked this question, okay?
Brianna, the entire system.
Yeah. If I could I ask you a question? So you've been a supporter of Kefflas for a very long time. I've seen you.
This is literally the question I've been waiting for one of these motherfuckers to ask them. One person to ask this question. And Keemstar asked the right fucking question. I want to go. Yes, I will be keeping this VOD up.
Supporting her entire career.
Sure.
How come you haven't noticed the lies, the manipulation, the gaslighting? How come you haven't noticed this stuff on your end?
I don't want to, like, I didn't want to come on stream today and, like, start a public beef with Keffel. She's dealing with...
Then why did you call into a stream that was involving Keffels? Christ!
Enough with this video that's coming out. I think she should answer Mutahar your video. She should hit it head on, address those criticisms. I will say that I see people...
I'm wrong. I came. My bad.
My thing with her, my thing with any criticism to my video, before I like even get into it, like, I don't really foresee any logical response you could make to counter any of the points I made in the video, because a lot of it, like, this required so much research. It is, I didn't make this video to make somebody look bad. It's just what they've done is actually terrible behavior.
Sure.
I do believe the only salient response that she can provide and give is to probably refund that money or put it towards actual transgender causes, because one of the points in the video was like, hey, listen, this is already a community that lives in poverty. I mean, I have seen people who have been in the LGBT community who gets kicked out of their homes. They're effectively homeless, right? And, you know, if you live in like a city like Toronto, right, which is like fucking LA, New York levels of prices, these are people that effectively go homeless because of, you know, whatever that they've been born with, right? Like, and people can have a discussion or whatever all the time about what is valid and what isn't, but like, this is a community that's already like fucking living, a lot of people live in abject poverty. You know, most people, you know, in this community, look, you either find like some of the richest, most educated gay people, like, that are making good money, right? Like, my brother-in-law works for a fucking good firm, educated from a great place. One extreme end or the other. There's never like an in-between. Families are like, either they can set you for success or they can fucking ruin you, right? You get kicked out of your house at 16, not a lot of options. So in that community, that needs to be reimbursed for them, right? That's, or at least some form of transparency. And the other thing is, it's like, what the behavior that she has showcased is exactly the kind of behavior you hear about on fucking Twitter. I guess a lot of these right-wing circles about like, hey, groomer behavior. So that needs to be fucking rectified. That needs to be like properly discussed, because it makes the whole community look so bad. And the people that I've talked to, look, most of them just want to live.
Yeah, that's my issue. Why isn't there self-policing in this community? Like,
I completely agree.
Brianna Wu, like, you've seen all this stuff firsthand. I'm not understanding why it takes Mutahar to go and make the video. Mutahar's not watching every Keffel stream, not paying attention.
Real
quick, the stream died. Real quick, the stream died, just so you know. Sorry.
I was pissed. That was a great question, and the stream died like right there. But they loop back. They loop back.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
No.
Be back in a minute.
We're good.
Okay, I have to push back on that because I do know Keffels. I don't think she sits there and actively thinks she's better than everyone. And in fact,
She literally tweeted at Destiny, "Hey, Steven, I took your primary source of income." She literally thought ratios were changing the world. She thought that she was the voice of trans people on the internet. She believes that she's better than everybody else.
I think a lot of people really misunderstand Keffels. I genuinely
misunderstand what? All of their actions have been publicly available for years, Brianna. For years.
Keffels is traumatized from the things that have happened to her in the last few years. She's not faking that, okay?
Traumatized by what? Traumatized by what? A bang on the door! Is she a dog? Is she like a fucking dog that was... Is she a dog that was like abused for years and years and years? Her dad was supportive of her transition. Her dad was there at her transition. She had a stable home life. What trauma?
It's hard to believe that.
I want to finish one second. And
oh, God.
It causes her to make decisions that a lot of people around her like are encouraging her to make different decisions, okay?
Okay, so you're basically saying that she's a complete fucking idiot. That due to trauma that she made up in her own fucking head, that she goes out and fights other people. This is why I was frustrated with the Brianna call. Because it kept sounding like she was snaking it the whole time.
And I'm going to be honest, I see a lot of
myself. He potentially stole a lot of money. Come on. He potentially stole a lot of money.
Please.
When I think I was 22, I found myself in rehab in the exact same way Keffels did. Poly addiction. I was a mess. And I think all the time, like, what if in that period of my life, like, social media had been around or I'd been a YouTube star? Holy crap. I mean, I'm not just...
How does that justify stealing $100,000? How does that justify deplatforming people? How does that justify lying about an entire website?
Justifying everything that she's done.
How does any of that justify those actions?
I'm saying it is context. She's not lying about being like traumatized by what happened with the police showing up to her house. That really hurt her.
No, but she is lying about the money. and that's a really big deal.
And she did lie about the cops.
No,
she lied about certain aspect of the
Here's
cops.
the thing. I definitely can agree. This is where I'm going to push back here. I've said this. She's probably on drugs, right? Like whatever fucking coke, meth, benzos, whatever the hell it is. I can understand somebody being addicted to drugs and being in a really dark place, right?
Sure.
And there have been places where I've been that have not been the best, okay? Over the last 10 years, there have been periods in my life where I've had severe downs. But that I never can think is an actual excuse for financial mismanagement of this degree. And again, even if somebody is going through a lot of drug stuff too, that doesn't excuse terrible behavior, interaction, and outright lying about interacting with certain communities. Running some of these Discord servers. Like people have said that mischaracterizations. Anybody that has watched my video said like, "Hey, listen, the way that you portrayed her as like groomer." I never said she was groomer. I said her interactions with a minor using the Catboy Ranch Discord server, Twitter account, or whatever. Those were signs. Those were not good things to do. Any other person in that situation would be fucking thrown under the bus.
Yes.
And these are things that are ultimately net negatives. These are things that shouldn't have happened. Yes, people can go through terrible, rough times, but we've got to look past a lot of the rough times that she's had, because there is no salient excuse for some of the serious financial mismanagement and of course some of the outright like lies and mischaracterizations and the way she's acted in general over the last 2-3 years.
So I want to respond to that. Hold on.
Just one line. You basically said, Brianna, she was in a dark place. That's what you said, but go ahead.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying, Muta. I think what you're saying is dead on, and it's fair. I think there are two roles here. You are critiquing Kefflas, the public figure, and her public actions about what she did with public.
Even Brianna, even privately, she was doxing people privately. She was changing narratives of debates to poison the well, exact words. She's the same person that she is privately, that she is publicly. Please, I'm glad that you realized it later, which I need to give Brianna Wu credit. After this conversation, she realized her wording. I'm not here to dunk on her, but in that moment, I was freaking the fuck out.
Money. God bless. Like, your video had some very salient criticisms. I think I really welcome that kind of scrutiny being brought to this stuff, and I think it was entirely appropriate. What I would ask y'all to understand is I've been on Kefflas stream, once? Like 90.
But you also worked with her with Progressive Victory. Just because you were on a stream once doesn't... Dude, you literally got into a fight with me, Brianna, me, over Kefflas. You got into a fight with me over it. This is why I don't like Brianna. She got in a fight with me and Keemstar over Kefflas because I did a live stream about the Destiny Manifesto. Brianna, you're lying through your teeth on that one.
% of my interactions with her.
Yes, me and Keemstar got into a fucking beef with Kefflas and Brianna Wu. Christ.
Or as a friend of someone who's gone through something kind of similar. And that's my dynamic with her. So does that make sense to you? It's just, I feel like I have a different role.
Was she traumatized when she talked to the kids like she did on Twitter?
There we go, Xylee. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Xylee. Thank you. Thank you.
We've already talked about
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was she traumatized then? Because that happened before the cops.
We've already talked about this. I don't defend that.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, that you had like tough times too, and I'm glad you got through them. But if you made a decision like Kefflas had made...
See, Nick is the nicest person in this call. Which is crazy.
To basically scam $100,000 on GoFundMe. Like, you're talking, this is a person who says they're in danger, and they bought IRL streaming equipment to go to a place where Kiwi Farms had a bomb threat.
Sure.
Okay, this is like beyond, like, you have to understand.
And the other thing is too, sorry Nick to cut you off, if you are under risk, right, and you feel that your life is in danger, going to places like Twitch San Diego and putting the lives of other people in danger is also never a good thing to do. I mean, this is somebody who at the time was...
Plus, my argumentation is, this is my issue, is that she was like, well, you know, there's a lot of expenditures on my move. Was TwitchCon was going to TwitchCon a part of your expenditures in the GoFundMe? I'm curious.
I guess one of the most polarizing figures to go to like a massive event where, you know, I guess bad things could have happened. That is not like that. These are exact signs of somebody that knows they're in a far better situation than they're letting on in the public sphere.
She has a whole career of lying, and just manipulating her audience over and over and over again. I mean, you can't support someone like that.
You're not wrong, but what I think about is all the mistakes I made during Gamergate. And, you know, it has taken me a long time to come back and basically fix my reputation from that. I was traumatized. The death threats did get to me. I made...
Oh, God.
Decision after decision after decision that was incredibly stupid. And I can see that now because I'm past that trauma and I worked with a therapist to get past it. I know it.
Gamergate. We're having the old lady tell us about Gamergate now. Gamergate. Oh.
It's like to be in the middle of
Gamergate
that and to make bad decisions. So again, look, your criticism is fair. It's just I personally have a different assessment based on my own experiences that give me a little bit more compassion for decision making that I think we would both agree is very bad.
I just wish you made the video on Kefflas. I wish you exposed Kefflas, not Muta. I do. I wish that your own community policed itself.
Sure.
That's what I wish happened.
I mean, I'm more frustrated with the lack of acknowledgement. This is not personal to you, Brianna, but
Sure.
it's more or less just the trans.
It's in the sense Brianna as well, but that's my interpretation of it. The lack of acknowledgement overall from like the leftist sphere is kind of aggravating, because this should be like a bipartisan issue, as gay as that sounds, because they all look at things politically. So I'll speak in their language. Somebody that scams $100,000 from people, lies, defames, threatens, doxes, and slanders the police department should be a bipartisan, universal issue that both the left and the people that they consider on the right should all come together over and denounce that person. It's kind of crazy that people like Denims and fucking others refuse to do that. But you know what? What do I expect from these people?
Community just can't take a W on this. We have to have discourse over a thumbnail.
Fuck off, Izzy. You're in Alaska.
We have to talk about who drew the thumbnail. We have to talk about legislation. I understand the legislation problem. Don't get me wrong. It's you go on a Twitch panel, you can't escape it. It's one of the main subject matters that I see discussed on stuff like this. But I feel like it's not a prerequisite when you're in a situation as bad as this to just openly critique. Because obviously, your stance on DIY hormones is different than mine and different than Mutahar's, but I don't think we disagree.
Is it different? What is the difference between our positions? I don't hear any difference.
Are you for DIY hormones for
No,
at all?
of course I'm not. I think I've said this. It's very bad.
That's my mistake.
Okay, let me say this really explicitly because I don't want anyone to misunderstand this. I don't support minors taking DIY hormones, but exactly the same way that women have back alley abortions, minors are going to take DIY hormones if we don't build a system. If you're serious about stopping minors from taking DIY hormones, you've got to give them a healthcare system that will deliver for them. I'm talking about outcomes. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, and I understand what you're saying.
But you kind of, you guys get the conversation now, right? You guys get it. And to be honest, there's another part of this where I'm just going to say it. I don't need to like go over it in its entirety, right? That Brianna Wu was happy that Kefflas was able to achieve that her and other political people couldn't do and trying to take down Kiwi Farms. She says, yeah, she took them down. No, she didn't. She didn't take it down. Brianna Wu drank the Kool-Aid. So all the idiots that follow in line with that, you made this worse. You, Brianna, all the leftist people, everybody that identifies with that side of the internet allowed Kefflas to work unencumbered and unimpeded this entire time and just let it go and called everybody who criticized her either a transphobe, a Kiwi farmer, or anything else that they could think of that would be considered bad. So, fuck off. So, this is Brianna Wu essentially disavowing that stream where she realized her faults, which I give her credit as much as we shit on her in this chat today, in this stream. She did acknowledge her faults. Last night, I did a panel with Keemstar, some ordinary gamers, and Nicholas Diorio. I showed up talking about trans healthcare policy for minors, but Kefflas became primary focus, which I don't know why the fuck would you show up to a stream about Kefflas with that, but okay. I was trying to give a nuanced view, but realized it came across as defending actions I had no interest in defending. I woke up this morning and had clarity. Why give her credit? Because honestly, this is better than her doubling down. Okay, Officer Downey? I fucking love your name. But like that, I gotta give credit where it's due. Okay? I believe personally she's covering her ass. But I don't know what's going on behind the scenes or in her head. This is the most Brianna Wu thing she's ever done in her life. But listen, if she's acknowledging it, I got to at least credit the fact that it's been acknowledged. I'm letting it go there, okay? That's it. That is it. It's not any deeper than that. I think she's just snaking, but that's just me personally. But I have to give some form of public acknowledgement that she realized that she fucked up. You know what I mean? I was trying to give a nuanced view. I've given her the benefit of the doubt at every single turn. I've tried to be the best friend to her that I can be. Remember when she said she wasn't friends with her? That I can be, and I've also struggled with rehab, extreme death threats, mental health issues. The extreme death threats is fucking stupid. She's just naked a bitch like every trans man. I just think Brianna Wu is a snake in general. Online and mental health issues from online harassment that does not, but like she does with everyone else, the friendship is a one-way street. It's stupidity to put any credibility on the line for someone literally planning to betray me in back channel. She's getting more than enough heat right now, and I'm not going to add to it, but I'm done with this. Destiny was 100% right about her. Fuck Kefflas. Kind of based. Thanks for being reasonable in the situation. I really heard you last night about the importance of policing your own community. I think you're correct that we have failed. I'm going to try and take more of a leadership role to do that, you idiot. Yeah. Downright chat. Yeah, who cares? I really heard that last night, the importance of policing your own community, that you're correct. Listen back. I thought your comments were really fair, and I wish you could have heard them more in the moment. And then there's Dojangles, who kind of has my opinion on things. She's getting enough heat. She didn't get enough heat from enablers for far too long. You woke up this morning and saw how you looked ridiculous last night, saying that's fair whenever you were asked about specifics. Muta's video about Kefflas, and you wanted to shift it into something it wasn't, instead of conceding to her being a bad person. She said she watched the video, but turns out she was just listening to it, missing key visuals. She was unprepared, uninformed, and ready to guard without making it seem like she was that sneaky. Dark humor, that's just how we are when it comes to talking to minors who are talking to adults, is gross and something to just brush off. W. Dojangles. I feel like I got everything I wanted off my chest today. Yeah, we've been going for about 3 hours so far. Let's see here. Oh, Willie didn't premiere that? All right. All right, fuck it. I think I'm done. I'm going to eat this shepherd's pie, okay? Thank you all for watching. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for liking, comment, and subscribing. All the generous donations as well. I will be keeping up this VOD. What is it? I'll be keeping up this VOD indefinitely. It'll stay there. What else? Make sure you buy a lockout trading card. Use the link in the description. What else? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. All that fun stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the generous donations today. I appreciate all of you. And I genuinely thank all of you for coming out today and just hearing me out. Have a great night, y'all. I'm going to send you over to Queeman's stream.